Give me one.
I know you can do that when you start the game. Choose how many people are playing.
Yeah, I got 10 listed, but the table doesn't have enough. Oh, that's how you do it. So this is 1. This is 2. And I can count all the way to 3. And there we go.
Yes.
And then I can set the color to the right colored pants for the occasion. Somebody's already got hot pink, so we'll give purple. And
Is Sesame going to be not around for a bit?
I don't know. I just texted him. I haven't gotten a response yet, so we'll see.
And there's Mel.
He's dealing with some COVID-19 issues.
Yeah.
Those are legitimate issues.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what they are exactly. I just know that that's the
Well,
that's the issue.
I'm not the type to pry. I mean, that's a personal issue. I'm sure that once everything's okay, and I hope it is soon, then everything will be fine.
Yep. I hope it all gets better. Okay, so who's doing recap? Who's got it?
I gotcha. All right. Our intrepid group of adventurers, having finally defeated the foul orcs, made their way to the city of... What the hell was the city's name? I'm sorry, I don't remember.
That city over there.
It's Iriabor.
Erebor, a city beset by strife and soon famine. Our group of adventurers entered this town and saw a scene of discord among the townmen, and one of their own, what seems to be a humble beggar, was about to be prosecuted and burned at the stake for accusations of witchcraft.
I'm not a witch.
Oh god.
His defense, he mounted a valiant defense of himself. A pity he was stupid.
Oh boy.
Yes, it was
Wow.
a tragic tale. Truly tragic, even though he worked at a magic store. He spoke like a humble peasant. I don't know how that confuses me.
He's Rain Man.
Idiot
have-
savant. Yeah, it's fine.
And honestly, just people have to move large boxes. And John
Yes.
He picks things up and puts them down.
Just because you work at Apple doesn't mean that you're an engineer.
Garbage
Alright.
cans need to be emptied.
He mounted a valiant defense of himself, but his ineloquence of speech unfortunately worked against him. But luckily, the mayor of the city and the lady, the lady, what's her name? Check characters.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Tinling.
Alitheria. Come on.
Alitheria
Close.
put up a defense of this humble peasant, of the humble peasant folk, as was the duty of the nobles. And with the help of Friar Savas, the kind, dwarf clerical of Thunder, most loyal servant, they managed to calm and placate the angered crowd, thus freeing our good
Or good
You want me to
beggar,
jump in here?
Basil.
I can help out.
Thanks, son.
So I feel like even though Shannis is the bard, Sherry's character is the stage manager for this production, and then Shannis just keeps calling for line. Yeah, so then, and
I'm sorry.
whose name was Line, And Shiri's like, so and so.
Read the damn cue card.
And Spell is the costume designer in the background that takes a shot every time she sees one of the actors.
Of course.
Well,
Still
the
there?
way,
Well,
the way
as
I
I've
see
come
it-
to notice is there's only one
Stop
of our
DPS,
three
stop
tall folk
DPS
that
or
I've
yet.
been used to
Yeah,
traveling
well,
with that
because-
likely can read.
Remember
So,
not hanging out near her
it is
town.
not Lance.
Melee used to be hanging out towards her front hall.
Lance is incapable of such things, so the cue cards are not helpful.
Also, don't groan.
Hmm.
please.
All
They
right,
have to
let's
do
do a
charade.
and what
quick
would,
recap for everyone. Basically, after fighting the orcs, you make your way over 19 days to Erebor. At Erebor, you find the city's in a fair amount of turmoil. At the time, there's a mini riot where they're attempting to burn a witch. The mayor is trying to prevent it, along with other people, including his daughter, and they drag a portly dwarf friar into the mix to aid in the release of this homeless person, which is successful. And after the crowds die down, you guys have a conversation with the mayor and discover that the assistance you are providing him is to make your way upriver, or rather downriver, toward Scornubel, past Burdusk, to find out what's happening primarily with the last envoy that was sent there to negotiate the trade of food, which has been cut off for some reason, and to
Princess
find out what
Leia.
happened to the boat, which is called the Palencia. Yes. That's the boat that had the essentially the representatives of Erebor on it.
It was the flagship.
Yep. It was your biggest, best ship that was sent south. Oh, anyone have knowledge? What is it? Knowledge geography?
I
I
do,
don't.
but I
You do?
can't. I'm a spectator.
Why are you a spectator?
I don't know. Can I change my
Yes.
color?
Change your color.
Hey man, change your color, bro.
Change color.
Didn't we have this issue before?
Oh,
Or
there we go. I'm
okay.
brown
never
now.
mind.
Yep.
Alright.
He's got the right colored pants.
So again, I leveled my character, and the sheet seems to have not saved. That's awesome.
Cool.
Every single week.
Guys, Spell has knowledge geography.
I
Oh, she
do
does?
as well.
Can you
Yeah, she
hear me?
keeps saying you guys aren't. I can hear
I'm
you.
not
I can
hearing
hear
her at
you.
all.
Oh wow.
Turn her up.
I can hear you. Yeah, turn up the volume. Spell is like audible.
Pump up the volume. Pump up the volume.
Test?
Mm-mm.
Test?
Yes, I can hear you.
Huh.
I can hear
There
you.
we go. 150. Can now hear you. Yep. Roll your knowledge geography. Go.
It's 17 plus 5.
Oh,
22.
that's nice. Mm-hmm. And are you rolling yours, Lance?
I've already rolled. It's in the chat. 12.
Chat disappeared. Okay, well, Spell knows that the River Chanthar, if you follow it all the way down, you will pass Fort Morning Lord and come to Baldur's Gate before it makes it to the ocean.
Hallelujah.
Super useful? Not really, but cool to know.
I never played the game, so okay.
You don't know Baldur's Gate? God,
I know the game, I just never played it.
A new one.
people
new one.
should stop having children.
Well, they do
I
call it
remember-
trivia because the information is usually trivial. So, thank you for that, but
You're welcome.
Very.
we are not heading there just yet, are we?
No. So we pick up on the boats. This is where we left off. Spell is on the boat. Fire Tuck is on the boat. Homeless person and Elithria are on the boats. Good.
You guys are
Everyone's
just gonna
here.
butcher that character's name, aren't you?
Alitheria? How do you want to pronounce it?
You could just call her Allie to make it easier. Alitheria is how you say it.
Okay.
My name's Basil.
I think Basil should also play the Friar, considering they are joined at the hip right now.
That sounds
I don't know if I can do
sounds
that.
good.
Oh no, poor Sesame.
I know. It's suffering. But yep, so you're on the boats. Anything you guys want to do?
Is the war horse on the boat?
The warhorse is not on the boat because these are skiffs and they cannot take a warhorse on.
Wait, can I play? Friar? Can I play the Friar? I would love to play the Friar.
I get that, but I don't think the friar would love for you to play him. That's the only problem.
What?
Don't worry. The pretty pony is being lavished with attention in a nearby stable by a bunch of stable hands who are going, "Ooh, look, giant pretty warhorse pony. That's super expensive. Let me give you."
Yes, I'm sure they're more than happy to give out grain in times of a famine.
Get some grass.
Look. The
Lots of that.
stable hand is Basil's brother. What do you expect?
They're gonna eat
No,
that
he's not.
horse.
You're not going to eat the horse. Oh my god.
There's a famine.
Better not eat my horse. I paid big money for that horse.
I really hope they don't eat that horse.
Our
Okay,
girl's
so-
20 to see if the horse gets eaten.
Okay,
that
so you
horse
guys are
broke his leg. We had to put it down.
We're on the boat.
you're on the boat. You're making your way west along the river. You are moving with the flow of the river, so rowing is not required. You're at a pretty swift pace, wind in your hair kind of pace on the boats.
Can I do a perception check or a spot to see if there's anything going on the shoreline?
I would call for a spot check if there was something to see.
Okay.
Are you looking for something specifically? If you are, it's a search check.
Mostly just looking to see if there's anything suspicious going on that might not look like it should be there.
Oh, you're just staying vigilant?
Okay. So
I am just
pretty-
passing the time, going through thoughts in my head. I don't really have any type of reason to look around on the shore.
I'm gonna raise our party spirit by giving sermons upon Heronius with epic poetry.
Except Heronius doesn't exist in this world, thank God.
I mean Thorm, epic of Thorm, True Hand, the loyal fury. Did I mention
Okay.
I changed?
Ark,
Let me.
Yeah.
Perform.
is there any fishing accoutrement in this boat? Like just simple fishing line and hook?
Did you bring it?
I did not bring it. I have no possessions. I am a bum.
You can ask the people around you if they have, but hang on a second.
So
nope.
No.
I'm not exactly familiar with how to fish in the first place. Are you familiar with the hin?
Oh, you take a little bit of bait and you put it on the hook, and then you put the hook in the water, and then when the fish bites, you pull him
all
up.
right. So
Did you guys bring rations?
I did.
yes, I did.
Yeah.
Okay. 'Cause
I
if you
still have my
didn't,
rations,
There's
yes.
still food on the boat that was packed for you, but it's basically crackers. Lots and lots of crackers. And that's about it.
Yay,
There's no
lambus bread.
smoked meats. There's no... No, it's not quite bread. It's
I
really
asked-
crackers.
I asked the crew if they have any, if they have a fishing pole.
No,
There is no crew. There's only us because they're skiffs.
Oh, we're rowing. Oh, that's skiff, so we're rowing.
We're following the current down.
Can I fish with my hands?
No,
You'll catch a lot of water, but very little fish.
He's gonna kung fu fist the fish out of the water, guys.
These are very.
So Ark, I got 29 on perform. I'm gonna start quoting sermons of the Code of Thorm.
I got an 18 on my spot check.
Okay. You don't spot anything of value on the coastline.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, I speak of my loyal lord Torm, the loyal fury, be the champion of the weak and defenseless. Be stern and unyielding, and unswerving in the battle with evil. Obey your master. The Lord judgment, anticipation, and I go along that line.
Quick question.
Aletheria goes to her
Yes.
happy place.
So
How
just
long-
remember Lance off the boat.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna ask how long before he ends up in the water.
I got 29 performed. That was a good sermon.
These are the words of a person who wishes to be a potato farmer. Remember.
Somebody's getting keel hauled. Not gonna be
I
good.
immediately identify it for the preachiness that it is because it was so splendid, and I react accordingly by taking a nap 3 lines in.
Being used to tuning out the politics that her father keeps throwing at her, Aletheria easily tunes out the potato farmer.
That's awesome. Okay, so can everyone give me a Constitution check?
Oh
yes.
no.
A fort save. Sorry, not a Constitution. A fort.
Was
save.
it that bad?
No.
20.
No.
Wow. That's a nat 20.
9.
22.
9? Like literally
no,
9?
He says 9 and
15.
then he means no. Oh, my
Oh.
base is
9.
Like
No,
literally
legit
9?
9.
How
9
do
for
I-
Constitution. Yeah.
How do I roll
Not Constitution. Fort. Roll
Oh,
fort.
fortitude.
Fort.
It's a fort save.
Yes. 9.
Okay.
I really hate it when you say 9 when you mean yeah, the word right. 2.
What? I'm trying to find it on my sheet.
It's fortitude,
Under
reflex, and
saves.
will. Fortitude is the first one.
Who else got one for me? Spell.
I got it. Roll 20.
Here we go.
You roll 20, right?
Yep, you
You
roll
roll
20
D20.
and you add your fort save. So I got a 19.
A 14.
Spell are using my sheet.
Kelvin,
Yes.
did I?
You are? Okay, hang on a second. It's been updated, so there is a change.
Did I not have a fortitude save?
You should have
You
at least
should.
something.
Let me
Even
grab
if
spell for a second.
No, she has.
what's your
she has a
constitution?
plus-
What's your
She has a
constitution?
+0 because her con is -1 and her base fort is +1. So
Oh,
it's
yep.
a 0.
That would be 0.
Yeah, her reflex save is 7.
Yeah, I've got 14 then.
Yep.
Hopefully the dice gods will be kind.
We'll see.
Yeah, low constitution can be scary. Just don't get hit.
So, as a segue, the city that we're going to named Skurnoble, is it just me, or does that sound like the name that you'd give a very angry goblin bartender that has a limp?
It sounds like a cheap Halloween version of, Chernobyl.
They're knockoff Chernobyl costumes for Halloween.
Yeah, it's
Here's
like,
your-
it's a Scare Noble event. I'm coming as a radiated moose.
They're hazmat suits, but they're pink and glittery.
Yes, exactly.
I don't like we're making fortitude saves already.
I love it. Oh.
We get back, the town is happily eating their body weight in horse jerky.
I'm just
And
saying.
then a hurricane comes. Because the druid gets mad and summons a hurricane.
If there's no
It's-
food, the dogs,
it's a level
the cats,
3
the
dude.
horses, those are going first.
I mean, a level 3 druid, they're going to be more worried about, a puddle.
He'll remember that forever, and he'll come back when he can create hurricane. And that's when he'll do it.
Meanwhile, the
That's
people
fair.
responsible for eating his horse are dead.
Yes. He doesn't know that.
What don't I know?
We were joking about how the druid, when he became an arc druid, was going to come back and basically cast a hurricane on the townsfolk as revenge for eating his horse.
Oh, that's a thing.
Yep.
Yeah, except for, at the current level, it would be more like summon puddle. And then
So for
You
all of
know.
you who rolled above a 10,
Thank God.
the ship
Mhm.
is unpleasantly, rocking back and forth in the waters. For those who rolled below a 10, you guys don't feel so good.
Yo ho, welcome to,
You
seasickness.
definitely have some motion sickness.
There's no
There's
yield
no in my
Dramamine.
So, you mean that the gods have looked upon us favorably and filled the mouth with vomit that was spitting out the Torm goodness?
He's just like, he's experiencing it differently. He's having a moment where he's like, and the god to, he is great and okay.
Remember, kids, puke over the side of the boat.
Remember, kids, turn to your friend before you puke.
No. I'm just above table. My character will eject you from the boat. He is not
So-
down of that shit.
I say, seek prowess and skills in all endeavors. And then he proceeded to puke out the side of the boat.
If anybody pukes on me, they're suddenly not going to be an adventurer anymore because they will take an arrow to the knee.
So if you guys are trying to fish without fishing lines or lures or bait, I can tell you catch 0 fish.
The fish
I
laugh
was
at you.
asking if there's any of that on the
But
boat, but if there isn't, I'm not going to try to fish.
I can use my use rope ability and use one of my arrows
As fast
To
as
try and-
in between puking.
as
Yeah,
fast
you're-
as the boats are moving, I don't even think setting a
No,
line is much of a
I
common thing anyway.
Trolling line. I can make a basic trolling line.
You could make a net. Wanted
You
to.
could shoot a fish.
Or a
Really
net.
good.
Do you have enough rope?
I do.
Spell just
Okay.
uses arrows to knit a net.
Yeah, my user rope is really high, actually. Should I roll?
Yeah, sure. I allow it. It's normally used to tie people up, but that's cool.
19.
And we catch Moby Dick.
No. And you successfully make a net. Could be a craft check, but we'll go with use rope.
Yeah,
How much
using
rope
the
did you
net
have?
would be a good bit risky.
You guys aren't traveling like crazy fast. You're traveling about as fast as on the wagon with Harold. It's about that fast. There's wind in your ear. You're moving fast enough where there's a sound of wind, but you're not like dangerously fast where somebody could fall over.
Clipped pace.
So you got a net. This is all day 1 of your travels. By mid-afternoon, I assume you've made your net,
We
given that you're not
Got
feeling
us
too
a
hot.
focusing on one point actually helped to go away, the nausea. So she's actually doing what she's supposed to be doing, focusing on one pointed part of space to keep herself from getting sick.
Lance is focusing on his guard, Torm, and Torm is testing his resolve, his faith. He will not let him down.
I'm enjoying nice snooze in the sun.
Okay.
That's
So?
pleasant.
Are you guys going to travel all night on the boats?
Is there a reason for us not to?
I'm just asking.
No. I'm asking. Like, is there a legitimate reason why we would not want to stay on the boat?
Do we know how far
Um,
by travel it is to our ultimate destination via the ships? Like, is there any?
Well,
reason
here's
to-
an important question, because he didn't send any sailors with you. Your father didn't. It's just you guys on the boats with your supplies and stuff. Who's controlling the rudder?
Porthos grew up on a pirate ship. He could probably do that.
There are 2 boats.
Okay. Well, one is tied to the other. That's why they're in the formation they are.
Let's hope we don't get split.
So front boat steers.
Yay.
Yep. Okay. Yep. Why wouldn't you travel at night? You wouldn't want to accidentally come upon rapids or rocks or anything on the water. Not that's likely. It's just possible, and also it's difficult to see, so it's difficult to steer. That's it.
Okay.
You don't want to
I-
accidentally run aground.
Should make both
think we
one
should
before it gets dark.
Yeah.
That way we can make a camp and build a nice fire.
It's up to you. You can travel all night, and I can make some rolls, or you can stop, and I can make some rolls.
We should probably stop.
Yes, I agree.
And make some rolls.
That's fine. I don't mind either way. I've got enough to fund for the trip.
Okay.
Sure, we can stop.
So first night, you guys are gonna steer to the shore. You're gonna moor the boats, yeah?
Tugboats.
Tie them off. But there's a tree line near the shore, so you can stop and tie them to a tree, or try to secure them to some rocks or something.
There
Trees,
are
all that.
trees.
Yep. You're gonna use trees?
Yep.
Who's tying them up? Can I get a use rope? For whoever's tying them to the tree.
Sure.
Not it.
I'll do. Hold on.
Arrhenius
So
will-
it's a dex thing. Okay.
No, it's
It's use rope, the skill.
plus 5 on whatever you roll in D20 for your check.
I will use my flint and steel to start a fire.
Okay.
Just so we can see. Not a big raging fire or anything.
I got a 9. So
So it's a 14.
Okay. So you tie a knot
Okay.
that you feel is it looks pretty good. Looks like it will. Yeah. It looks alright.
did the person who says that they grew up on a pirate ship, did they make that known to everybody?
Probably would have if he wanted to steer the ship, he wanted to control the rudder. Be my guess that you guys would ask him why. Especially you, as you grew up in a port town.
Mhm.
My assumption is you'd have some boating skills.
Okay.
Maybe not actually like steering a boat, controlling a boat, but at least around people who did.
So I'm asking the player, Porthos. Did he say that he had been on the ship?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure. So I'm not as experienced with tying ship knots as I should be. I think I tied this pretty well. Would you be willing to double check this? Because the last thing we need is for these boats to float away because I botched a knot.
You got a 14.
She's being paranoid in character.
Porthos will glance on it and give it his seal of approval.
Did you roll? Or are you just
Well,
gonna go like,
I mean, a 14's better than a 10, and it's just a knot, right?
it's a knot to hold two boats on a river that want to
That's
go
what we
downstream?
need to get where we're going. I think it's kind of important.
What would I roll to check a knot?
Use rope.
Same use rope.
I'm sure it's fine.
Arrhenius looks up from his fire and insists that
I got a 15.
Yep. You think you could do it slightly better, but it looks like it'll hold.
It looks good to me.
Okay.
All right. Which side of the river did you stop on based on where your boats are facing?
Do we want to be on this side?
I was guessing the left because that's where I saw
Okay.
land, but
right, hold
Those
on.
land is
Really,
both sides. It's a river.
I got a question. So the road that they came in, that they were attacked on by orc, would that be somewhere over here?
No, that's way back in the
Way,
distance.
way back.
19 days
Oh,
away
okay.
from Area 4. Yeah,
All right. So
it's far.
it doesn't matter where we.
As far as we know.
Well, I'm saying I don't think
Oh,
it
you
really
mean
matters.
with
Can I
regards to
roll?
which side of the river would be relevant to it?
Yeah.
It'd be the left side. The right side is more north.
Gotcha.
Would knowledge local be of any use here?
For this empty part of land,
Yeah, like where we are, maybe. Or I need geography.
it'll be more geography if you want to know something about the layout of the land. But if you want to know like local culture and history, there isn't much here. It's trees and water and land.
No, yeah, I got you. I just mean like if there's any towns nearby or anything like that.
Yeah, you just left the nearest town and you're heading towards the next nearest town.
We're in
You'd
the
know that,
wilderness.
Okay, so you guys are tied off. Which side? Left side, right side? Which side is the best side?
Somebody else pick.
Left side.
Left side is fine. We'll do
Okay.
that.
At least now we're all in unison if it was a bad choice.
Good. Anybody else doing anything?
Lit the
I
fire.
help. I make a lean-to.
I'm setting up my net.
Okay.
Okay.
What time is it?
You guys get off the boat within about, let me see. You and Shanice need to both roll another fort save.
Another test from Torm. Nat 20.
Okay. Within an hour, you feel much better. You're not feeling quite as queasy.
22. Looks
Eh,
like making net made me feel really better.
It worked. It's awesome. So all you guys feel pretty normal? Anybody doing any hunting or anything like that? Or just
what time is it?
Yeah.
field rations?
So Sheer will do some hunting.
What time is it right now?
Sun's starting to set.
Okay. So my fire is not a problem yet. Good.
Basil will gather wood and make a ring of stones for the fire. Maybe
I'm
find
gonna-
some suitable logs to roll in so we can sit on them.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna find some herbs.
I'm
Using
looking at-
herbalism.
I'll just be helping out around the little campsite we're making, so whatever's needed.
I'll do some hunting as well.
Okay. You guys doing it together or separately?
It's up to you. I've got low light vision, so it'd be easier for me to see things.
I'd recommend together in case
Yeah,
you come.
I've got a pretty high survival, so
Roll it.
Okay.
I'd rather not have you guys come back and be like, hey, I caught
So, what would I roll for that?
You don't have to. You're going to give him a +2 to his
Oh.
survival.
you want me to roll?
Yeah. If you have the highest survival, makes sense for you to be the one
Oh, it's
doing the
terrible.
hunt.
It's a 18 plus
On
2,
dice.
20.
Are you adding
18,
in?
18 total plus 2 is 20.
Okay. No, that's fine. Okay. You locate 4 small animals. Small, rabbit size. You can have your pick of which ones you want to get. Poultry or game.
Rabbits would be easier simply because they're
Yeah.
easier to cook and store.
I agree.
Okay. So you're hunting rabbits. You get 4 of them.
Wait, what? I just call out the hypocrite.
It's because
I
you.
do a little ritual when I kill my rabbits.
Just because you were diving in and out of bushes trying to catch one rabbit. It's like, no. Not everybody does it like that. Okay, so you guys got dinner. I'll assume it's been cleaned, cooked.
I'm trying to gather them some herbs with herbalism.
What's herbalism?
Profession.
It's a profession. You gather plants. They can be either for eating or medicinal or poisons or.
You have points in that?
Medicinal. Yeah.
Okay.
I took a profession in herbalism.
I've never looked into profession.
My craft is alchemy.
Don't
So-
touch poison oak.
Yep. And
Don't
do not
wipe with
wipe
it
yourself
either.
with it. Nope.
All loyal servants of Torm are expected to care for the weak and defenseless.
Awesome. Awesome. I need another Guinness just for this. Okay.
What would I roll in order to cook something?
What would you roll to cook something?
Yeah.
Just to survive? Just to be able to cook it successfully without killing people? Or to make it taste like a really good meal?
To actually make it taste not terrible.
There'd be a profession for that one.
Yep.
But
Cook.
for just cooking, it would just be survival.
Oh, because I have craft food.
Craft?
That
It sounds like a
you could
brand.
probably just change that to profession.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Profession cook.
Profession cook. Yeah.
They have 2 different stats that they work off of.
It's okay.
Profession is wisdom.
Yep.
Craft is intelligence.
Yep.
Yeah, but you're not literally making food. Like, you're not constructing chicken from raw materials. You are.
I would hope not.
Yeah,
You're using skills
your
learned,
options
dude.
for craft are alchemy, armor smithing, basket weaving, bookbinding, bow making, blacksmithing, calligraphy, carpentry, cobbling, gem cutting, leatherworking, locksmithing, painting, pottery, sculpting, ship making, stone masonry, trap making, weaponsmithing, or weaving.
Okay.
Can you repeat that?
No.
You can
It's in
look
the
it up.
book. It's in the book on page 70 if you want to reread it.
And the book's on the table, so it's easy.
That's just being sick.
Good luck reading that one.
If your right click go
Hold on.
pop out, it works.
So what do I find?
What do you find? What are you looking for?
Yes. Healing herbs.
Healing herbs.
I
I'm gonna have to see what that is about. Are you gonna swap your skill points from craft, cook to profession?
what?
Not you.
Oh, no, I'm not going to bother trying to cook it.
Okay.
I do have a profession. My profession, laborer.
Okay.
It's just handy for general manual labor.
Your character is very depressing. He depresses
So-
me. I am depressed.
So if we need you to like carry some shit.
Yeah, or lift
for that.
things or move things from one place to the other.
Okay.
You guys have gold.
That's
You can just pay somebody. Oh man.
He's basically playing Hodor before his magical stroke.
Yep.
This is free labor.
I'm
that
not
feels
Hodor,
wrong.
I'm Basil.
Feels so wrong.
Okay, I'm gonna look up these what herbs you can find. In the interim, anybody else doing
Did anyone start at the fire?
Zarded? Yeah.
Okay.
Keeping it small.
Did we prepare a place to sleep? Like
Oh, dude, I
know,
said I was making the
something-
ring of fire and the logs and moving them into place. So we have places to sit.
Above
Yeah.
table.
Okay, I will find some dry leaves to make a bed.
Above table. I was gonna cast alarm around the fireplace where we're gonna sleep, but
Mm-hmm.
I read that it only lasts about 2 hours. So I was wondering, does it make sense to like wait till last watch and then cast it? Then I won't
Is it
get
2
it
hour?
back.
Wait.
2 hours per
longer than
level.
that. Yeah, dude.
2 hours per level is still what?
6 hours.
Well, we read
Mhm.
8, right?
Yep.
Right. So you wait 2 hours and then cast it.
Yeah, works. Okay.
What do you need? I can cook. Legit, I have jack of all trades. I can do pretty much anything. Do you want me to cook?
You're gonna make me do a lot of reading. I can tell.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty much just like a handy character. I'm like the heroic bard that travels along with the heroes, and that is their story.
I think that we should leave it to Zasher to cook them, considering
Yes, I'm
it may not
excellent
be
at
the
this.
most flavorful, but it will
What?
not kill us.
How dare you?
Mhm.
It'll be
fine.
it'll be all the flavors. Just watch. I'm so good at this kind of stuff.
I'm just hoping it's the flavor of rabbit.
That's the flavor that I will expect from him, considering he is a druid. I don't think he's going to be using many spices.
Yeah,
Well, you
Plus-
drew it.
21 on my cooking abilities.
he basically a Rasta.
What's a
Somebody
druid?
typing.
What?
We can hear you typing.
Oh, sorry.
He basically a Rasta, man. He does eat
Okay.
off the land and thing. Alright, I'm sorry.
What's
He
a
eats
druid?
off the land. That's weird.
Mm,
Can he not afford plates?
No, he's a druid.
Okay.
But a druid is somebody who lives off of the land on purpose. So he's like you, but intentional.
So, I got a question for everyone. Are we going to set up a watch?
I certainly hope so.
Oh.
Aye, my good friends.
So
Lance shall be ever vigilant.
Right.
I'll take first watch.
All right. Well,
Okay.
I'll take a middle watch. It's fine. Just wake me whenever it's time.
I'll take the late watch then.
I'll take no watch, but I will leave a spell that will alert me if anything happens while we are asleep.
Right. Is there like a bush area or something where I can go to that's where people cannot see me? Like I can cover for a second?
You can use a hide check.
Well, I'm not trying to hide. I'm just trying to go somewhere private where I can remove my clothes.
Yeah. It's a lot of trees.
I have concerns.
So I go behind a tree, and I come out a couple of minutes later, and my clothes are inside out. And then I go and sleep on the floor. It's like, all right, wake me for third watch.
Nice.
Okay.
I will take the last watch because I'm not still a little bit not feeling well after seasickness, and I want to get up early to check on my fishing net.
Oh, you put your line out? Put your
Yep.
net in the water? Cool.
Yes.
You would make a you make a survival check. So you can roll that now if you want.
What do I add for survival check?
Survival should be your survival skill plus wisdom.
Mm-hmm. I'm not seeing anywhere with herbalism in the Dungeon Master Guide.
Just let me check. Second.
It's not in the player handbook either.
Herbalism. What can you do with it?
I don't know.
Herbalism
There
is
is
a profession.
herbalist. There is a profession
Yes.
herbalist. It's
There
a
is?
profession. Yes,
I
but
got
it,
that.
but it doesn't tell you what the herbalist does. So that is probably like in the complete.
It's
Adventure
up to
Guide or
the
something?
discretion. It's up to the discretion of the DM.
I can do better. Okay.
Basically, it's like flavor to the game.
Yeah, but I want to make sure. I did a custom campaign once where I allowed herbalism to produce actual healing stuff. And that's not what this is, so
No, that would be craft alchemy. This would just be more along the lines of, basic herbalism.
Yeah, so I have herbalism and alchemy because this is to make poultices for the poor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So craft would be how you make potions and things that are beneficial. Herbalist would be like, opening a
Gather,
GNC.
But it also might let him grab some ingredients for his potion.
It'd be like You might be able to gather some ingredients, but it'd be more like opening a GNC where you have the crate, like the fake stuff that people would,
Or adding a little bit of mint to make his potions taste better.
Yeah.
Other than that, everyone's going to sleep.
Yes, I'm just taking a middle watch.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm taking first watch.
Porthos will stay up with Lance on his watch.
Okay. Quick question. You guys are all cool with the homeless person taking a watch?
No.
Just out of curiosity. Not the three that joined in Iriabor. The adventuring party. The core adventuring party.
I was going to say.
So the watches right now are Lance and Porthos first watch. I'm going to be second watch with the homeless guy, and then Muriel's taking the third watch.
Solo. Okay.
Bashir is sleeping. Ali will take his watch.
So I'll cast alarm, and I will lie down to sleep.
So in the morning, you guys wake up. It's an uneventful night. Spell. You caught 3 medium-sized carp.
Yoo-hoo!
They are in your net.
I'm so happy. I screamed loudly and then I got scared that I woke up people. But I just couldn't hold my excitement.
Awesome.
In the morning, I go back around the tree and I reverse my clothes back to their normal way and then put them on as they are supposed to be worn.
I just slipped my armor back on and I'm ready to go. It's time for us to get back onto the boat and get started.
Etheria was awoken by a scream and knee-jerk reaction pulls a knife while jumping up.
Ugh. You alright, miss?
Getting woken up by somebody screaming isn't exactly helpful.
Well, who screamed? You screamed.
No.
We all scream for ice cream?
Oh, I didn't scream. Who screamed?
Belle screamed in excitement when she got her fish.
Oh, I see.
Are you going to do anything with the fish? You're going to gut them? You're going to clean them? You're going to get them ready? You're going to smoke them? What are you going to do with them?
I will ask Porthos to clean it, and I will. Is it Porthos? Wait, who has herbalism? I will ask if he found something that can be used as a seasoning, and I would fry this fish and share with everyone. It's not much, but I will share it equally.
You may want to salt it so it keeps long.
Do I have salt?
Good question.
Wait a second. We are going to eat it right now. So it's 3 medium-sized fish, right? It's not like something that we can save for later.
Oh, it's breakfast
Medium-sized is pretty... It's
Okay, what kind of fish was it?
Carp.
carp.
Okay.
Smelly fish.
Yummy fish.
And carps, on average, are about 15 pounds. And
yes,
so 3
4
of them,
to 30
that means that you've got,
pounds.
45 pound of fish. But, you lose some in deboning them and all that other stuff. So roughly you can say that's like 20 pounds of fish meat. That's a lot of fish meat.
Hey, Mark.
Hello?
Using the rudder, is that going to be a strength check?
If it starts to get, rough, there'll be a lot of checks.
I mean, besides strength, what am I looking at?
It'll be dex.
Uh-oh.
That's not good.
Because strength I got covered, but dex, that's Porthos's Achilles heel.
It's okay. Other people on the boat that can help you. Okay,
I'm around
so
and
everybody, are you
generally
gonna?
useful with physical activity.
Hmm?
I'm around on that boat and generally useful with physical activity. I can help.
Cool. Give me a spell. Give me knowledge nature. You do have knowledge nature, right?
12. Wait a second. I have 17 in total.
Okay. Knowledge nature is learned. It's not. If you don't have it, like if you don't have points in it, you can't just roll on it.
No, I have 5 points. I rolled 12 plus 5.
Okay.
It's 17.
Cool. Yeah. So you kind of know your options with the fish. You can gut them, cut up the heads. You can smoke it. You should be able to do, but it will take you a while to smoke the fish. Salting works if you have salt and lots of it. You can tie them and leave them in the water on the boat ride, and that should keep them fairly fresh. At least for a
Well,
day.
we have.
How many of us are there again?
It's like 8 people. It's only for two time. Like, you can eat twice and the fish will be gone. So I think we will just have breakfast and we
Yeah.
will take leftovers with us. It will be fried, so it will not
Yeah,
be spoiled during the day.
There are 6.5 servings of fish for all of us. Like each of us gets 6.5 servings out of the sheer amount of fish that you caught. That's 45 pounds of fish divided down to about 20 pounds of meat after you cook it and everything else. That's, like that.
Okay, I'm not good at cooking, so I ask Ali. Wait, how to
Ali's the
pronounce
dog.
this? It will,
Oh.
yeah, so it will be different from
Right.
the dog's name. Oh.
I mean,
Basically, you've caught enough fish that'll feed us as our only meal if we don't supplement it any other way for the full group for 2 days.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good at hunting. I'm not good at cooking, so it's up to you guys to decide what to do with it.
I have a question.
Go.
So, Aletheria has these rations with her. And the easiest thing to probably make as a ration on a port town would be fish jerky, which is generally smoked. Considering that Allie would have something like that, can she logically put 2 and 2 together and be like, well, why don't we just smoke it and turn it into fish jerky without having any kind of knowledge?
You would put 2 and 2 together to think you could smoke it. That doesn't mean you'd know how to smoke it.
Gotcha. Well, she proposes the idea of smoking it. She has no idea how.
But you do know that smoking it should take some time. You're not going to smoke it in an hour.
Okay, it takes like a day.
It will take a while to preserve.
I think we should cook enough to feed us for today, like make a couple of meals.
Come
right
on,
now.
guys, let's not make it a mission of the day.
It's
It's early morning.
Hi, listen, this is
Okay.
a great meal. As someone who constantly worries about where his next meal is coming from, the fact that you caught 2 days worth of food for all of us, I am very grateful and impressed. I'm just saying, we cook enough so that we can eat some on the boat, and then, like the rest of it, we can put it in the river so it stays fresh until it's time to pull it up.
Yeah, but it will attract. It can attract some bigger, dangerous fish, or I don't know if there are any like sea monsters in here.
There's no sea monsters. It's a river.
We're
There
on
might be
a
some
river.
river monsters. But most of them, oh no, the ships move too fast for anything.
I just want to
but-
know if you guys are keeping it, if you're preserving it, what you're doing with it.
Yes, let's just
What do you
cook what we can for now, and then we can
Discard the
put
rest.
the rest on the boat. It's fine. I don't care.
Okay.
I don't think we're going to be hard pressed for food. I already have enough rations for myself, and I'm sure the others do the same.
Oh, I don't
Okay.
have any rations. I appreciate the fish. Thank you very much, Miss Fisher Lady. What's your name?
Aranora.
Eleonora?
Aranora.
Aranora.
Nice
Oh, it's
try.
nice to meet you.
If you have a
Mm,
nickname, it'd probably work better with him.
What's wrong
Okay,
with
so you
saying
guys-
your name?
You guys finish with your breakfast of fish and get back on the boat.
Fish
Push off.
tastes
Yeah.
much better than rat.
It's getting worse. Yeah, everyone's
Oh, yep.
on board with this. Good.
Yes, I'm ready.
Day 2 of your journey. The sun is still bright in the sky. The weather is fair. And the water picks up some speed, so you are moving faster. Anyone doing anything in the morning? Morning period.
I'm preparing my spells.
I'm not.
I
I'm just
go.
kind of waiting.
I mean, is this our second camp now?
No, you're not setting camp yet. It's still the morning of day 2 on the water.
Okay. Okay, great. Yep, nope. I'm just sending along.
Midday is nothing. Let me see what this
Wash
water
face, brush teeth, go to bathroom, eat food.
on the boat. Oh God. Okay.
No, I thought you meant like in the morning when we were at the camp. Sorry, never mind.
No, I mean
I'll
after you push off. Morning on the water.
Yeah, here's
Okay,
what we're doing
nope.
on
I want to take a shower, so I go for swimming.
So you would know that jumping overboard and going for a swim. You mean before you took off in the morning, or are you talking about like while the boat's in the water?
Okay, now not while the boat's in the water. I thought we parked somewhere again.
Yeah.
We've
Okay. So
already
this is
taken
all
off, yes.
before you cast off.
Yeah, I mean I can't swim that fast to follow
No.
a boat, obviously.
You won't be able to. No. Okay. So morning passes uneventfully. Lunchtime, you still have some leftover fish. You have your crackers. You have your rations individually if you want to eat that for lunch. Just make sure I mark off the rations. You guys are going to need lots of them.
Hey, Ark, I posted something in chat. Oh, excuse me.
In
If you hit enter, chat comes up in the thing. So.
Oh, in tabletop. That was in Discord.
No.
Yep.
Mhm.
I'm with you. Okay. Lunchtime is uneventful on the water. In the evening, everyone make a fort save again.
Of course, nat 20 couldn't last.
Just put them all in chat. That's a weird nat 20. God damn.
It was nat 20 last time.
This seems very realistic because you guys hit a patch of rapids. The water picks up speed. The boats start to rock violently. Those of you rolling less than 10 save DC are sick. You feel nauseated. You don't feel so good.
Torn tests us, but we must prevail.
Did you fail again?
I failed
Yes,
again.
you did. Okay.
He's not good with both guys.
Nope. He gets easily seasick.
So I'm going to just fold my arms over the side of the boat, I guess, and try not to throw up.
The water's getting pretty rough. Speaking of which, Porthos, you should make a strength check.
Five.
Oh man.
The rudder breaks.
You rolled 5? Did you add your strength to it?
No, I rolled a 2.
Okay. You find it increasingly difficult to keep control of the rudder, and rapids are notorious for having large rocks. So you're finding it difficult to control it as you weave in and out of. You don't see the smaller ones, you assume they're at the bottom, but there are some big ones that stick out. So far, you're successful in getting around them. That's how you feel so far. Anybody else doing anything else?
Is everything going okay back there, Porthos?
Praying to
Oh
my God.
yeah, everything's a-okay. Don't you worry.
Praying to my
All right.
God.
Okay.
As the trustful halfling that I am, I'm just going to leave him to it. It's fine.
And everyone roll me a spot check. Everyone who's not sick, roll me a spot check.
I got a 3.
Okay. You're really busy holding onto that rudder for dear life.
I'm not paying attention to anything. I got a 3 as well.
Okay. Everyone's focused on what's happening.
I got a 10. I'm having too much fun just going wee as we were like riding down the rapids.
17.
I got a 2.
17.
Aranora found something, maybe.
The friar did not.
This is why we need spell at all times.
Allie, what did you get?
I was sick, remember?
Oh, you're sick. Okay.
So am I.
Didn't realize you were sick. Okay.
Oh, got
To
a
spell?
2.
Join me.
Oh boy.
That's
Oh,
always
only-
good news.
Only she sees that waterfall. We're rapidly approaching.
Half of us are sick, the other half are blind.
I felt like it was more Titanic-y, and she was the one in the lookout post who was like, who saw the iceberg. It's oddly ironic that no one else did too.
That was a great scene.
Yeah, it was.
Alright.
I just watched the Hannibal Lecter scene, the introduction with Clarice for class. It was pretty cool.
And fava beans. I'll eat your liver with a nice Chianti.
Yes. I actually never saw that scene before. But when the guy like flung, you know,
Mhm.
at her, I was like, wow, that is graphic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, prison guards don't make enough money to put up with that shit.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
Hmm.
I think I saw something on the other side of the river. I think I saw an orc. We are being watched.
What? Oh, that sounds quite frightening.
More orcs.
I suppose we should be ready for an ambush then. Which side of the river?
The forest side.
Both sides have forest on it.
We kicked their butts before. We'll kick their butts again if it has to come down to it.
I would rather not go into a trap. It may be best to dock or get onto the land and prepare our own defenses first.
I don't think we have a choice.
Because if they're relaying information, they may be setting up another log in the river or whatever they're going to try to do.
What time of the day is now?
This is midday. This is just
midday?
after lunch. So early afternoon, sun is high in the sky. Lots of shadows being cast by the trees.
So we are planning to continue our journey, right? We are not like staying here for the night.
Oh,
The river is not letting you do anything
He's
but
not
continue your
sparing
journey
us.
right now.
yeah.
Oh,
we are
okay.
in rapids, guys.
Porthos is clutching vigorously at the rudder, making what he would think are minor adjustments.
And smiling
Boat
at everyone else.
disagrees.
He's just smiling at everyone. We're good, guys. We're good.
The boat disagrees. In fact, on more than one occasion, who's in the front of the boat here?
Yo.
You are certain that you are going to hit something. You're fairly sure that you're going to hit something, even though every time you glance back at Porthos, he gives you a smile and wrangles the rudder.
Everything's good, guys.
I have +3 to charisma, so it's a damn fine smile.
I got this, guys. I got this. I got this. I got this.
Don't
You ha-
worry, everyone. It's a tank and spank.
You have a plus
Oh,
3
shit.
in charisma?
That was a good callback. Good job.
You guys doing anything special?
So there's
What is Aranora on?
The front one.
Okay. So the guys in front know what's going on, unless you guys shout backwards to the.
Yeah, she would have totally shouted backwards. You're gonna hit something. You're gonna hit something.
So I'll hurry back over to where Porthos is and attempt to help him with the rudder.
Okay.
Just because, a second hand on it couldn't hurt.
At this point, no.
Um,
At this point, that would not hurt at all.
so Arrhenius is damn near death, white in the face. He's not having a good time.
Okay, can I roll a spot check to see if I can see anything else?
See any? No, that spot check is the one because you guys are moving at a pretty rapid rate. So, hence the term rapids. So that what you thought you saw is way out of your sight line now.
Oh, okay, so we are still moving, right? So we are
Oh, yeah,
guessing fast and
I'm-
far away from that orc.
How wide is the river?
The river's pretty wide. It's wider than is depicted here. Just imagine there's another board and mirror it. So you're in the middle of the river in this, or close to the middle.
So they probably couldn't have put like a chain across the river to stop our progress or anything. That'd be a fucking long chain.
A chain? No. But a rope?
A fallen tree?
I mean,
Yes.
we could just slap. That'd be like a sequoia tree, wouldn't it?
They could cut
To
down
block a whole river.
They could cut down a few trees. Maybe throw some rocks in there. They were crafty before.
Those ideas rapidly depart as you clear the rapids, and the water, even though it's still moving swiftly, becomes a lot more
Calm.
calm. Yeah, glass-like, less white water. And it's mid-afternoon. It's now approaching. The next tick will be evening.
Do we get to roll again?
For your fort,
Yeah.
you can. See if you get better.
I'll just be focusing on helping Porthos steer the boat.
Not 20.
Okay, Lance comes out of the rapids feeling reinvigorated, wanting to give many speeches and appeal to the people.
I rolled an 18.
An 8?
18.
Oh, 18. Yeah, you feel solid. The talk of orc made your blood boil enough that your nausea has passed.
Got a 10.
You don't feel as good as the others, but you feel better. You don't feel like you don't feel that way anymore.
Good.
Well,
Still
so
sit down
Lance jumps up to his feet and says, "Every failure of duty diminishes Storm, and every success adds to his luster."
Okay. Cool. You guys are actually going to throw him overboard? Or is he going to survive this? I just want a heads up so I know what's going to happen.
No, I think it's rather calming to know someone
What's your-
wants to make white noise while we all sleep.
What's your character's name again?
Mine?
Lance?
Yep.
Lance Darkwood.
Lance? Okay, I was just making sure. I'm terrible with names. My character is not. So, Aletheria slowly, calmly, a little creepily turns her head and stares at Lance to the point that he can practically feel her gaze burning through his head and asks him very bluntly, "Have you ever been shot with an arrow?"
He's in the other boat.
Nay, my good lady. But
Do you want to know what it feels like?
You
Oh,
shouldn't
of
make
course.
her angry. You won't like her when she's angry.
She's the She-Hulk.
Lance is oblivious. He says, "Nay, my lady, but I will do what I must if it is to take an arrow for you."
Awesome.
Hold on.
Because
Oh boy.
as she says that, an arrow whizzes
Oh my
right
God.
by between the boats.
Oh my god, here it comes.
I didn't do that, for the record. I would have been aiming the other direction.
I'm gonna roll a spot check.
I'm also gonna roll a spot check.
7.
4 more arrows fly by while you're rolling your spot check, while you're looking to see where it came from.
Yeah.
And one embeds itself in the front boat.
Oh, roll 15. What the hell?
The other 3 miss.
Is the arrow on fire?
Am
The arrow
I
is not on fire.
in the front or back boat?
The front
right?
boat.
On the front boat. Okay, spot checks.
Roll it then.
Everybody got 15? Everybody?
No, that was before you were on.
Oh.
But I did get
I got
While
15.
Alasaria was checking what's going on, I quickly ran to her because she was in the front of the boat, and I covered her with my body and tried to hide her under the bench. Lay down, I scream.
This
What are
is
you doing? There are arrows.
not comfortable
I got a
with what is
14.
happening anymore.
Wait, so we all see the arrows, right?
Yes, because you are facing the front boat, and the person in the frontmost of the front boat is facing back at you, threatening to shoot you with an arrow as an arrow crosses in between the both of you.
So
And because of the speed at which you're going, the arrow seems to be coming towards the front boat and glances by the back boat.
So
see,
We'll call them boat 1 and boat 2.
Lance isn't very discerning about subtle threats, so he's like, I see Thorm wishes to test me. Worry not, my lady. I will defend you.
I rolled a 20 on the spot check.
You got 20? You do not see where the arrow. You see where the arrows are coming from, but you don't see the person shooting the arrows.
We need to get on
can't
the
see-
shore immediately.
And you're sure it's more than one person.
What is preventing me from seeing who is shooting the arrow?
The fact that they are hidden by the trees.
Can't we just move left until we're out of range?
Move right. It's coming from the left side.
Yeah, that.
You can. You will soon be, but there are more arrows coming.
Already has shots.
Everybody just lie prone, and then we can just move.
Spell's
They
character
can't
said that.
hit us now.
Mm-hmm. Okay, roll
What if they
initiative.
start shooting us with fire?
I do think it would be better for us to not endanger these boats. They're the only way that we have to get down this river. The sooner we're on the forest, then the sooner they'll be targeting, us instead of the boats.
Everyone roll initiative. Yay, go.
Okay.
I've done this before.
Have
What
you?
is initiative again? Oh,
It's-
never mind.
Okay.
A modifier for me.
Do I add something to my roll?
You have improved initiative. The feat. If you don't, you just add your dex modifier.
Of course, I roll high for initiative, right? Like that counts.
Sure. Wow.
But yeah,
You guys are rolling the same dice? What's going on?
it's weird.
Wait, so what do I add together then?
Dex modifier
Sorry?
and
Yeah, if you have improved initiative as a feat, you get a +4. Yeah, otherwise you just add your dex modifier to whatever you roll.
It's a +4 to the roll, to the d20.
don't some classes have like +2 initiatives or?
No, I have her sheet. She gets a +4.
Mhm.
I'm just asking if they do. I don't know.
They might as like a bonus action or whatever, but rogues don't. Yeah.
Oh,
There's only a
Okay.
couple of prestige classes that get some bonus initiative.
Oh, okay.
Improved initiative just gives you a flat +4 on top of your deck. So like,
You can have +8 with a high dex.
Yep.
Or +9.
yep,
Okay,
she got it.
so you guys who have anyone have more than +6 modifier to their initiative?
I do, but I'm not in that range. I'm a +7.
You have +7 to your initiative?
Yes, I do have improved initiative.
Oh, cool. Yeah, you're not at 19.
No, I'm a 13.
Okay. All right, so Who's Coca-Cola? Oh, okay. So you go first.
Muriel also got a 22.
Oh, hang on. Let me move this screen. There we go. Who has the higher modifier? What's your dex, Muriel?
3.
4.
Okay, so Ali goes first.
Okay, what am I shooting at?
Right now, you are either pinned to the floorboard of the boat, or you are resisting spells tackle.
Wait, you tackled me to the ground?
I saw you trying to check what's going on, and I thought it was not safe for you to stay there in the open, so I was trying to protect you.
Okay,
And you were
I'll
in
just
front.
go with it.
It's not an attack so much as like a get down.
Yep,
Mhm.
you can simply sidestep it and avoid it.
That would be a very bad idea since her momentum would probably carry her off the boat, so she's just gonna go down.
Okay. That's your initiative. That's your turn.
Yep, she'll just go down onto the bottom of the boat.
Okay. Actually, that's not what happens. Muriel is making a dash for you, but she goes after you because she has lower dex. So you respond before she tackles you.
Do I see what is shooting at us then?
You don't see what's shooting at you. You do see arrows coming out of the tree line.
Well, even with a 20.
Even with a 20.
Okay.
They are actively hiding.
What sees through that?
What sees through it? Hiding?
Yeah, what sees through hide?
Spot.
Okay, then I'm
You
gonna
just
do.
didn't roll high enough.
I'm gonna do, I guess, another spot check
Sure.
since we can't really see. Actually, you know what? I think I'm just gonna duck down because taking the time to just try and find out where the arrows are seems like suicide. Hey, I'm gonna sit here and squint into the woods while arrows are shot at me.
Okay.
I'm gonna lay down.
Now, spell. You can dive over those boards and help her stay down. If you want to. You don't have to. You can change your mind. You see her duck.
Well, I suggested her to stay down. It looks like she's already did it, right?
Okay.
Is boat still moving? Like
Boat
it's
is
river?
still moving rapidly. You are not going to be where you are now. So if you're at this rock, by the end of this round, you'll be like by this rock over here. By the end of the next round, you'll be off the board.
Okay, did we see arrows just from one direction? Like, do we know if they're following us? Because they need to be riding horses or running really, really fast to keep up with boat speed.
It'd be unlikely they're riding horses through the dense tree line that's there, but there may be more of them along the bank.
So it's likely that there's a shit ton of them, is what he's saying, because they have to be covering
It's
the whole
possible.
bank.
You haven't gotten there.
Okay, I think it would be okay. I can talk only to Aliceria. Is it
You
correct
can talk to
pronunciation?
anyone.
It's
To anyone. Okay, guys, I don't think it's like wise to stop here and try to engage with those guys. So I would find a way how to speed up our boats and make it faster. So if we have any unnecessary heavy things, I would just get rid of it and try to get away from our unpleasant followers.
Well,
You start
there is
chucking
something
things off the boat.
rather.
No.
I don't start it. I
Okay.
talk to everyone and I ask their opinion on how do we want to deal with this situation, because I don't think it's wise to engage given that we are on the boat and boat is
Well,
moving.
There
The
is
current
something rather heavy that we are carrying with our boat, namely a second boat. And I
Yep.
do think these arrows will occasionally have a chance at hitting the rope between them. And I don't think we have anybody who is capable of sailing the second boat.
Pull aside. We We should get off the boats.
An arrow could not feasibly cut through a trawling line like that. It's like 6 inches thick.
Yeah, plus I can make a lasso and secure it with a rope. Better.
Fire arrows are a thing.
Mhm.
Pull aside.
Well, it's also true.
Pull the boats aside. Then we can figure
You
out
want
what
to
we
stop the boats?
No.
The how's the friar doing and all this?
He is flat on his belly.
So he's sticking out a little bit.
Sure. Sure he is. He's a dwarf, so
Yeah.
okay. So spell, you doing anything like moving, attacking, or you just
I shield his body with my body so that he doesn't get hit by arrows.
sure on your initiative?
Yep. That's on. I think is that my turn yet? No, I don't think so. I think we're still
Nope.
in
Got a lot of 19s to go through
the 20s. Damn.
after the two 22s, so let's do that first. Okay, so spell.
So
You
is
tell him you want
everyone?
him to keep moving.
Yes, I want to keep moving, and I suggest to start with their boat because it's in front. If I will make our boat lighter, it will just probably, well, maybe it will not speed up to the point that it will, hit the front boat, but their boat is in the front. So, is there anything heavy on your boat that we can get rid of?
The heaviest things right now are the oars that you could use to row.
We could throw Lance overboard.
Oh my goodness.
You can throw your armor over.
The
There
current
are
will
lots of
take
Can
us
we
down.
start? Okay, can we start rowing with something to move faster?
You can try to hit the oars aren't in their sure they're called. They're not in them because you're using
slats.
you're using the momentum of the river to get you downstream. So there's no need to row. You're moving at a pretty quick pace. But if you want a row to go faster, let's see, you have survival. Can you roll your survival check for me?
Mhm.
Just real quick.
Um, 8 plus 8, 16.
Yeah, you would feel fairly confident that you'd have to talk to somebody else about rowing on the other side of the boat. This boat uses adjacent rowers, not a single rower in the middle. And rowing on one side would turn the boat.
Okay, makes sense.
Mhm.
Well, I'm not suggesting to start rowing on our boat. It would make sense to start rowing on the first boat. So I'm asking, who do we have there?
We are on the first boat.
You are, I know, but not me. Okay, sorry.
You're on the first boat.
You are.
You're right here.
You are on the first boat too.
Wait.
This is Ali. This is you. This is Porthos will be in the back by the rudder. So
Oh, so this is the front and this is the back? No,
Yeah.
guys.
yes, indeedy.
Well, okay. Okay, I ask Portas and Ali
Sherry.
to help me.
Okay.
Wait, Sherry?
To help you
Where
row?
is Sherry? I
Still-
don't see Sherry here.
He's small, but he's not invisible.
Oh,
Right here.
okay. I'm sorry,
He's right
Sherry.
there. He's with you.
What is he doing? Trying
We
to
haven't acted yet, so we haven't done
puppet
anything.
in a safe, dry space? Okay, guys, let's start rowing. We need to move faster.
Okay.
And
Next
I
up
wait
is-
for reaction.
Next up is Job Snow.
I'm gonna delay. Till we
Delays his
start.
action.
Yeah, until we start doing something.
19 is Czar.
2 seconds.
Czar.
Yeah,
Duh.
Czar.
I can hear you. I just can't reply. Push to talk. Sorry.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna hold my action as well. I'm lying down pretty flat.
Okay. Who do we have next? I believe it's Shuri.
I'll be looking to Porthos and saying, well, we could row, but I do think it would be wiser for us to steer the boats further away from the range of these archers. I will assist you if you wish to guide the boats further away.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. Well, you're up next, so you guys can coordinate your action.
Would that be strength or
What are you trying to do?
get the boats farther away from the arrows?
Yeah, the water's pretty.
You skipped
Uh,
me.
I skipped you.
Yeah, I'm 12. He's 8.
Oh. Okay. Well, you guys will start on his turn then. Okay. What's the hobo doing?
He's shielding the friar's body with his body.
Okay.
He'll catch any arrows that try to hit the priest.
Did you just respond to Hobo?
Okay, Porthos. The water isn't rough anymore. It's pretty glassy. So turning the rudder. Are you trying to hard turn the rudder?
I mean, just yeah, pretty hard.
You're still moving at a pretty good pace. So where do you want to turn the rudder? Like, do you want to move left or move right?
Away from the arrow fire.
Okay, a minor course correction would push you towards the northern side of the northern bank.
All right, I'm gonna attempt that.
So you guys start steering the boat that way. Is it going to be? Are you trying to do it?
Work?
You get +2 to most things. But you are going to try to do you want to gradually move it towards the north bank, or do you want to right now get it basically along the shoreline?
I mean, this seems like a pretty dire situation.
So you're going to jerk the rudder?
I mean, how are the rest of y'all feeling about this?
Don't break the rudder.
It's y'all's lives too.
If he attempts to jerk the rudder too hard, I will be trying to steady it to keep it from breaking. But other than that, I do wish for it to be a relatively sharp turn. Yes.
Okay.
A sharp of a turn is manageable.
All right.
I am going to strongly suggest we not go to shore, because if we have all of these orcs firing at us with all of these arrows, those orcs are going to come at us in a very large group.
We are not going to shore. We're going to the opposite side to avoid the arrow fire, to make it too hard.
You're getting out of the middle of the river, moving closer to the side away from the arrows.
Okay, I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
I got a 24.
On your strength check?
Yeah.
Okay.
He breaks the rudder.
He doesn't, but let's see who's on the back boat.
All of us.
Not all of us.
Lance.
So, Decane is prone, Basil is prone, Lance is standing, Zashir is standing, Arrhenius is standing. Okay. So, basically, for those of you...
I'm purposely prone to cover the friar.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So for those of you who are standing,
yep,
make a reflex save.
Lying down.
Okay.
I said I've been lying down. You guys hear me?
You said you were lying down?
Yeah, I'm prone. As soon as arrows started shooting, I ducked.
Okay. Thought you were holding your action. Which one are you doing?
6.
I did that before I held my action.
14 is mine.
Okay, so 14. As the front boat veers to the right, and the rope catches up with it, it jerks the front of your boat, shifting you guys. What did you roll? 14. You just brace yourself against the side of the boat, and you're fine. Lance, what did you get? 6.
6. Yep.
Yeah,
Violence.
you come off your feet with the violence of that boat shifting. You don't go overboard. No, sorry. That would be funny, but no, that's not what happens. You just lose your footing. So who was up next? That was just Porthos. And last in initiative is Lance.
Oh god, I'm gonna die.
It's a
What do I
reasonable
need?
response. You can stand up if you want to. You don't have to lie down anymore.
No. Yeah, I probably have to. To retreat in the face of evil. Yeah, I'd lie down.
Can we all just take a moment to appreciate the 2 phrases that Lance has said back to back of "Never fear, lady, I shall protect you" to "Oh God, I'm going to die."
Okay.
I'm a bard. What do you expect? Well, no. Do I see them though? Like, can I make a spot check and return fire?
You can make a spot check, sure. Another one if you want to. How can I roll 3 4s in a row? How is that even possible? Why can't it be 3 20s?
19.
Nope. You don't see anyone shooting the arrows. You did see the arrows coming out of the tree line.
I yell back, "Cowards! Stand and face me! Stand and receive!"
That's brilliant because another hail of arrows comes out of the tree line. These are on fire, but none of them hit you due to the brilliance of the front boat turning suddenly to the right. It pulled right now you're facing them. The broad side of your boat is facing the tree line because you've angled pretty sharply to the right. This is what I have to justify my 4s.
What happened with my 6 reflex save when the jerking happened?
You went down.
Oh, so I'm prone. Damn.
Yeah. Didn't you get up and say that? Didn't you taunt them?
Yeah, of course. I get up and taunt them. What servant of Torm would ever be less than swift in exacting justice?
And the hail of flaming arrows answers the question. None of them hit the boats. They all land and sizzle in the water near your boat, but not on your boat. Only one arrow is currently stuck in the front boat.
Stop helping! This isn't helping.
Do not pull the arrow out. That would be bad. Let's just keep going.
Okay, so new round. You're further downstream than you were. The original shooters would have to. You basically have to see them for them to shoot at you.
Inventory is full.
So it's Allie's turn.
I'm gonna just stay down until the arrows are done.
I'm going to continue taunting. So,
Okay.
I call them cowards and every,
It's not your
derogatory name.
turn.
Oh, God.
He's taunting straight through everyone else's turn. That's what he's done. He's just yelling at them. You yellow belly lizards! You sons of motherless women! You donkey balls! He just shouts at them, just random stuff, and
You donkey ball.
I don't know. He worships his Torm. I can't help him.
Since he didn't say that he was standing back up when he was doing his taunts, I just picture him like squealing and falling to the floor and then peeking his head over the top and taunting, saying things like "stand and fight."
Mm-hmm.
We're just screaming while he's in the.
So you keep hunkered down, Allie?
Yeah, choose life.
Okay. Aranora?
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Trying to talk to them, like they obviously want something from us. What do you want? I scream loudly. in common language. Not sure if they understand it, but I try.
Your words carry on the wind, and everyone in the boats hear you.
Hmm.
Any other actions, or you're calling out for, you're challenging a response?
You're back quick.
Do orcs hear me?
Do they respond to you?
Okay, do they respond to me?
Whoever's shooting the arrows at you is not responding other than with arrows. They're coming in hails of arrows. It sounds like 4 arrows, but it's a hail of arrows, 4 batches at a time.
Okay.
Which are all missing. Don't ask me how.
Well, they can't actually harm us or hit us as long as we stay low, right? They will get
Oh, no,
tired
these are-
soon.
These are lobbed arrows, so they're going up high and they're coming down onto the ship. They can hit you even if you're down. These
Okay,
aren't like straight shots, yeah.
Getting under there.
Under one of the boards.
Yeah, whatever it's called, or trying to make a well, I can't try to make a shield. Like my first reaction would be to make a shield, but why should I bother if I can just get under there? What is
Sure.
called that wooden thingy?
The board, yeah.
The board? Okay, the board.
It's a seat, I guess. I don't know.
Bench,
rowing
bench,
bench?
bench. Yeah.
The bench. There we go. Zashir.
I'm just gonna move under the cover.
Okay.
It's probably not gonna do much versus arrows, but I'm gonna stay down and hold my dog close.
Is that canvas?
It's yeah, I guess essentially canvas, yeah. It's a cloth-like material.
I can see you screaming from under the bench, trying to engage communications. Are you hungry? We have some fish.
Why is Porthos upside down? There we
I
go.
can't carry anymore.
Okay,
That
so
bag
it's
is full.
whose turn is it? Goddamn thing disappears all the time. Is it Czar's turn? It's Czar's turn.
You just hit enter if you want it to come back up.
Yep. Czar, it is you.
So we've just I'm still lying prone, and basically we're still just being bombarded with arrows.
Basically, yeah.
Can I like peek over the edge of the boat and do a spot check, see if I can see where they're coming from?
Roll it.
That's 15 plus 7 is 22.
Nope. You do not see where it's coming from. You see the trees whizzing by, but you don't see. You see the arrows. You don't see the people firing the arrows.
Okay. Well, then I should
Okay.
duck back down.
All right. Then is Vermitax.
All right, so I will be looking to Porthos and saying, okay, we probably need to straighten our boat's position just a little bit to keep it going steadily down the river, and throwing off the direction of where these arrows are coming, because someone is alerting at the position of our boat rather loudly. So we should definitely keep them guessing.
You don't want to try and get further out of range?
We should, but we should straighten out a little. We can't keep going in the same path that we predicted.
Well, I mean, if we straighten out, we'll still be in arrow range.
We will be, but hopefully not in range of, the next shot, or we will throw off the aim of the next shot.
How wide is the river?
It's like 2 of these boards. This is like
And-
half. Yeah.
And how like okay, is it within arrow distance now? Are we still within arrow range?
Of where you are now,
Yeah.
You have you're within range. Much further, they'll start to take penalties.
Yeah, we will not end up going straight, but we do need to change the angle that we're going. We can go further towards the shore, but then we're not going forward very much and risk getting pushed along by the current.
Out of range.
All right.
Okay. Are you guys gonna straighten out?
Yeah.
Slightly. We're still going to be going at an angle towards the other shore, but we are going to lessen the angle in an attempt to throw off any shots.
So a smoother turn this time. You're not gonna abruptly steer. It's gonna be a more controlled.
Yes, this is going to be more of a subtle change just to disrupt any aim.
Okay. Then it's gonna be Hobo.
Well, I'm still protecting the good fire unless something's going on. I don't have any weapons or anything.
Okay, great. And bringing up the rear is
Let
no
me
wait.
know if I get hit with an arrow.
Oh sure. Don't worry about that. So Porthos, are you anything different other than just steering the ship?
I'm gonna try and straighten it out.
Okay. So you guys do. You straighten it out with minimal jerking of the boat to. And you are running parallel to the shore now, or you can keep it slight angle towards the northern shore.
I was hoping to kind of be drifting further out of range.
Okay.
Yes, we can still go at a slight angle towards the shore.
You know, the closer you get to shore, you guys are aware of this, the more the rocks are going to be a risk. Because the closer you get to shore, the shallower the water gets, and you can see rocks, so you know that they're there. I don't think you're close enough to be a problem, just giving you guys the heads up.
How many more turns before it does become a problem?
If you continue this way, in 2 more turns, you'll be close enough to the shore to
Can I help you?
start to make some rolls.
Daylight's burning. Pleased to meet you.
Put it that
You
way.
have a great day now.
Yeah.
Greetings.
Okay, and last
Off and
but not
away.
least is Lance.
Alright, I'm just going through my list of insults. I yell, "You're like a trained ape, only without the training. You're the reason baby gnomes cry. You're like a dragon. Holy shit! I've seen more threatening geckos." I continue in that line of insults.
Oh my.
Okay.
I bite my thumb at the...
Don't listen to him, good friar.
It's like he's going through insults for every type of antagonist he can think of, and not just orc.
Okay.
I'm using classical insults, you know, the high class theater insults.
Okay. So the next hail of arrows comes out of the tree line. These are on fire. The first one completely misses the boat, both boats. The second one does hit the first boat. These are arrows that are on fire. Everyone on the boat make a reflex save, even if you're prone. Spell, you're under the board. You do not have to make the reflex save. The bench, you're fine.
Somebody keeps stealing my die.
10.
No, boat 1, not boat 2.
Oh, okay.
Front boat. Okay. No. All the people who rolled are on the back boat? Okay, there we go. Now we're getting some front boat rolls. Shiri, you're under that canvas, right?
Yes.
Okay. You and Porthos are both there.
Yes.
All right. So. Yep. 5 arrows hit the boat. They're all on fire. 2 of them are on the canvas. The other 3 land in the main part of the boat. That's boat 1. Second
Do they
set of
have
arrows.
any buckets?
Buckets? I don't know. 2 more flaming arrows hit. Oh, you guys got to roll reflect again.
Who is you guys?
Front boat. Boat 1.
So are both boats getting hit with flaming arrows, or just the front boat?
So far, just the front boat got hit by 2.
That's confusing.
Okay. So 2 more arrows hit the boat. Everyone on the second boat make a reflex save. Not the friar, but the guy lying on top of him inappropriately. You can make a reflex save.
Right, I'm a different one than the one I already did, or
Oh, you want to use those roll? That's fine. Let me see. What'd you guys roll?
I rolled a 20.
Okay.
Not natural, dirty 20.
I'll allow it.
I'll re-roll if you want me to re-roll. That's fine.
No, it's
10,
fine.
Or 11, sorry.
11. Where is Lance?
I'm on the back boat.
No, your roll.
Yeah, my row 10 for reflex.
Roll was 10. Yeah, reflex save.
Do I roll again, or is it the second reflex?
Oh, you
Okay,
rolled
yeah,
one
10.
already? Okay. All right, so that's one. Where is Zashir's roll? Zashir got 11?
11, yeah.
Oh my god, this is hilarious. Okay. Okay, so 5 flaming arrows hit the ship. 1 hits the canvas. The other 4 land on the ship, but don't hit any of you. Okay. We
Are
go
they all
back
on-
to
Are they all on fire?
all of the arrows are on fire.
Cool. Where are we on the turn order?
We are now at the start of the next turn. Ali goes first.
Ali is going to roll over and grab the ends of the 2 closest arrows that are inside the boat, one in each hand, and rip them out and throw them over the edge so to stop the fire.
Arrows, before you grab them, these are thick shafted, dark wood arrows that are covered in a black grease that is on fire.
The entire thing.
Not the entire thing, but the flame is going up the arrow. The head of the arrow, just behind that, is covered in this thick glob of black grease.
How long is the arrow shaft?
The arrow shaft is about 1.5 feet, 2 feet long.
Okay.
Am I correctly? Yep.
Then her hand should be safe from the flames as of right.
Okay. Should be able to grab them.
Yep, grab them, pull them out, and douse the ends. No.
Okay.
What do I roll for that?
What do you roll for it? You don't roll anything for it.
Okay.
You grab them and throw them out? Yeah. They're a stationary object. You can grab them.
Well, she's grabbing them and she's dipping the ends in the water, but she's keeping the actual arrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's basically trying to put them out so that way they're not on fire, catching on things, but also keeping them to find out what kind of.
Oh no.
Okay. So you pull them out and you douse them in the water. Some of the black grease has remained on the ship, and that is still on fire, where the arrowheads were lodged.
Stomps on it.
Okay.
Don't put out a grease fire with water.
No, she's dipping the arrows in the water. She's submerging the arrowheads in water. Yep. It won't burn underwater. Yep. Okay, so that's your turn. Spell. Miriel.
I'm here. Yeah, sorry. It's a computer. So what's going on? Still the same, right? Arrows are shooting at us. We don't know what to do.
You're under a bench, and you hear the thud of several arrows hitting the boat, and they are on fire.
It's too far away.
Okay, so I'm trying to put off. No, wait. Put out is different from put off. I'm trying to make fire go away.
Yeah? Are you coming out from under the bench?
Now, I'm
Get closer.
doing a spot check to see if there is a bucket or something else that I can fill with water and try to make fire disappear.
It's too far away.
Each of the boats does have a bail bucket, but that's going to be near to the rudder. So it'll be where Porthos and Shiri are standing.
Okay, I use move silently or hide. Like, how can I move without being hit by an arrow? Should I use silently or should I use hide?
You're not particularly worried about a straight shot. Like, they're not going to shoot you the way a normal archer will shoot at you, just directly at you. They're lobbing the arrows into the air, and they're coming down from above.
Okay, so I'm just trying to avoid arrows, get into the bucket, trying to float out this water, and to use it on fire.
So you're going to throw water.
Is the boat actually starting to catch some fire, or like what happens with arrows once they drop?
Does Allie see her going for this?
You would be preoccupied with getting those 2 arrows out, and you are currently stamping on the grease that's left behind to put out the grease fires on the boat. 2 of them.
Yep.
Would you see her? I guess. You can roll a spot check. Sure.
No, it's fine. It's not my turn.
If you notice. Yeah. So Spell, you get up, you run to the back of the boat, you grab the bail bucket, you dip it in the water, and fill it up. Okay, then what do you do?
Get back under the bench.
The bucket of water?
Yes. So fire is not like aggressively starts, right?
There are arrows that are on fire lodged into the boat.
Okay. Okay, I use water on those arrows.
Okay.
Ones that are lodged outside the boat, right?
The ones that are outside of the boat are not a concern. Like the one, well, I shouldn't say that. The ones that are on the side of the boat are. There's only one stuck on the side of the boat, and that one was not on fire when it hit the boat, the front boat. The ones that are on the boat are on the deck of the boat. They are on fire. There are 2 of them on the canvas above Porthos and Lance. Porthos and Shiri.
Okay, I start with those that are on the canvas because it catches fire more quickly than wood.
It does. So you're gonna remember it's up above you. You're gonna climb up on it, or you're just gonna throw the water upward.
I throw the water. I kind of swing my bucket, get on the bank quickly,
and throw the bucket the bucket, but the water from the bucket up on the top.
Yes.
Yes. You see, as you splash the water up on the top, and the guys in the back boat, you'll see this too, unless you are prone. The water hits the arrows, and the fire seems to spread. The fire actually starts to grow.
It's a grease fire.
Yeah. It's a grease fire.
They were firing into water.
So it doesn't actually, the canvas is not ablaze just yet, but the fire has spread out from just the arrows now.
What the hell? Aranor says.
Well, grease fires are not put out with water. You could dunk them under the water because it would suffocate them, but they're not going to be put out by splashing water on them.
All right,
That's the turn. Yep, that's an attack and a move. Okay. Who's up next? It's going to be Shiri?
Me, I think.
Oh, no, it's a Sheer. Yep.
I'm gonna pull out my canvas is on fire, right?
Your canvas has an arrow.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out my winter blanket and climb up there and try and smother it.
Okay. Do you have climb? Good. Make me a climb check.
I'm not good at it.
Okay.
Okay, 16.
16. Okay. So you climb up on top and you locate the arrow. You're going to put your winter blanket.
Yeah, I'm gonna try like smother it. It's a heavy winter blanket.
Okay. So you put the blanket, you throw the blanket over it, or you try to like actively, you pull the arrow out. What are you doing? Just gonna.
I guess I'm just like I'm sort of like crumpling the blanket up and like pushing it on where the arrow is, trying to like I guess trying to fire.
As you pat, the grease starts to transfer to the blanket, and it begins to spread.
Can I take an action or should I wait for my turn?
You have to wait for the next turn.
Can I make a suggestion?
You can
I
shout,
mean,
sure.
I can shout. Check if we have any baking soda or salt on this boat.
Okay.
It's
Why
in the
not?
pantry. I saw it before when I was trying to make a sandwich earlier. Fish
Well,
sandwich.
we might have salt, right?
I don't know if you guys
It's a
have salt.
riverboat.
Yeah, but maybe it was used by traders and they left something.
Nope.
Wherever the grease spreads, it burns. It's not burning the materials just yet, not this round, but it is burning the grease. So whatever you get grease on, whatever kind of black grease that is, it is getting.
Can we all get to the other bot and get rid of this bot? So first, oh, it's the first bot. Okay, get rid of the first bot.
First boat
Just-
problems.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Sashir's up on the canvas, trying to put out the fire. Sure.
Don't blot! Don't blot!
It should be Zaw's turn now.
Oh, what am I seeing then? Am I seeing rolls? Oh yeah. Okay, that was stupid. I scrolled.
Is the boat on fire?
No, it's. Wait a minute. Where's Zar? It's Vermitax, right?
Rantalos has a 19 too.
Rantalos, yeah.
Went to the wrong place for some reason. Seeing Rantalos with the. There we go. Okay, Zar, go.
Yeah, so the boat's not on fire.
The boat is not on fire. The arrows are on fire. The arrows are in the boat.
Where exactly? On the canvas and...
One's on the canvas. You guys have 3 more on your boat. 3 more?
on our boat.
Yep.
Okay,
That's
where
back
are
boat, right?
Sorry?
Is that back boat or front boat?
Back boat.
Yep, we
Yeah,
have
we're
three
in the
more.
back boat.
On the deck of the boat.
Oh, like in front of us?
There's one up top where Zashir is on the canvas, and the others are on the deck.
Okay.
Nothing is in anybody, even though one came dangerously close to the guy shouting insults in the name of Torm.
But is it spreading? Like, is it catching to the boat?
Wherever the grease is, there's fire. The boat itself, the wood of the boat, is not burning, no.
I'm wondering if this is just amateur not knowing better, but I'm wondering if like Scorching Ray would not Scorching Ray, sorry.
Okay.
Ray of Frost.
The scorching
That was
ray
a
is
conversation
No,
we were
Ray-
going to
Ray
have
of
to
Frost,
have.
sorry.
This boat is not burning fast enough.
You gotta fight
That-
fire with fire.
I
That
can
would
do
solve
this.
the problem, though. You could be like staring at the orcs and going, "Ha! You aren't the one setting this boat on fire." I am.
I meant
Cutting off your nose to spite your face.
Ray of Frost.
Would Ray of Frost help?
Yeah.
That's a really good question. Hmm.
It can only target a single thing, but I bet it could snuff the fire.
That's an interesting concept.
Well, I have 3 scrolls of Ray of Frost.
Take a look at that.
Yes. That
I just
moment when
happened
the
to
champions.
be right by it because I was looking up an S spell, so Ray is not that far away. But the
Mhm.
Ray of Frost, Ray of Freezing Air and Ice projects from your pointing finger. You must succeed on a ranged touch attack with the Ray to deal damage to a target. The Ray deals 1d3 points of cold damage. That's all it says. It has a close range of 25 feet plus 5 feet for every 2 levels.
If you use
Sounds
the
interesting.
if you use the RP part of it, and just assume that the air would.
It's freezing air and ice. Definitely shoots from your
Right.
finger.
So, minus the damage that it might do to the hull of the ship.
I don't think 1d3 is going to go past the hardness of the wood, but
No cut through the canvas, though.
that might happen.
So how many arrows are in the deck in front of us?
How many arrows are there? There are 3 arrows, I told
Three,
you.
but I'm saying
3, yeah.
there are 3 arrows right here in this one spot because then easy.
No, they're all in the same place. They're all over the boat. They're all over the deck. There's 1 on the canvas, 3 on the deck.
Okay.
Switch screens and scroll in. We can actually
So-
place arrows. I can place arrows.
So yeah, that'll help. So you're gonna allow me to try?
Sure. See if it works.
See if it works. You have to decide.
I don't know.
um.
Fuck my life.
So I'm guessing the one on the canvas is the riskiest one.
The one on the canvas is the one that you will notice as being the brightest blaze because Carrion is up there and he's like actively hitting it with a rolled up blanket, and there are lots of like not sparks per se, but like
Yeah, like amber.
every time he hits it, some of the grease transfers to the blanket, and the grease burns on the blanket, so he's up. It's noticeable.
Does he look like
It
he's having
seems
a
bigger.
successful time?
Looks like he's helping it.
Okay. Well, since he's on that one, I will look at the one in the deck, I guess, and pull out my scroll of Ray of Frost and cast it. No, I need to roll
Okay.
to hit the arrow.
Sure.
Why did I ask?
I need something to save me from this.
Why did I ask? Okay, 16 plus.
It couldn't have an AC more than 10.
Alright, cool.
It's an arrow. It has no dodge bonus. Great. So,
Or armor class.
yeah, you guys see literally a ray of frost hit the arrow. The arrow itself starts to condense water and freeze it, and the fire goes out.
Come on, man. Paint a picture. Make pew pew laser noises.
Make pew pew laser
I picture
noises.
a cone of cold-ish sounds, like from WoW. Like,
Yeah, I can't do the.
you know?
Oh, it's more like frost forming.
Yeah.
The sound of ice shards forming. Okay, so you put out one of the arrows.
Yay. Only cost me like, I don't know how much gold.
Elysia's put out 2 of them, so she's.
On a roll.
Yep, you guys got to catch up.
Alright, cool.
Now is Shuri? Shuri.
Alright, I'm going to look up and notice that our canvas has a bit of a spreading fire problem now.
Mhm.
I will go ahead and use my scimitar to cut a hole in the canvas where the arrows are and the spreading flame.
Are you
An attempt-
climbing up on top, or are you staying there to cut it from below?
I
'Cause
should
you can see
probably
the
climb
arrowheads through
up
the
on
canvas.
top. I'm going to climb up on top because I do need to see exactly what I'm doing here.
Okay, climb check.
I'm pretty sure that's a fail. 9.
9, you do not have strong footing on this canvas. You are slipping and falling off. You're not able to get up onto the canvas. Instead, where this large fork thing is, where the ropes are tied, is about as far up as you can get. The arrows are up here in the upper part. So you make an attempt to climb up there, your feet slip, you lose your grip, and you slide back down to where the rope is attached to that fork. And that's where you're basically stabilized yourself and are holding on.
Okay, well, I'll hang on there for now, and I'll point at where the arrowheads are for Porthos and just let him know that it's going to spread if we don't do something to stop it. We need to get rid of these arrows quick.
Mm-hmm. And it's Hobo's turn.
I'm going to throw my body to smother the closest grease fire to me with my just splatting right on top of it.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Hang on. So there is an arrow on the canvas.
Mm-hmm.
There's a frozen arrow.
Mm-hmm.
There are 2 arrows still burning on the deck.
Yeah, the 2 on the
Throw
deck.
yourself on top of an arrow.
Yeah, like right on the spot where the grease is. Just lay flat on top of it. Not like a direct I'm down, like trying to snap him down and like pat everything down underneath me, basically.
What part of your body are you using to...
All of it.
So how are you impaling yourself on this arrow?
Well, the arrow should snap with my body weight if I'm pressing up from the side and then laying down flat. But
These are thick-shafted darkwood arrows. You throwing yourself on it is more... It's going to cause you harm.
okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Besides the fire. That's fire.
Yep.
You throw yourself on this arrow shaft?
Yep.
Okay.
Why?
Emergency. This is what hobos do.
Okay.
I take back what I said earlier about your character being Rain Man.
The hidden intelligence just isn't there.
No, it's not.
Okay. So you throw yourself at an angle onto the arrow.
Mhm.
The arrow does not break. Instead, the arrowhead dislodges from the boat, and you fall on top of it, and you take 2 points of fire damage.
Okay.
There is now grease on you, and we'll see if the fire went out. Next turn.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So that's Porthos.
I'm gonna try and take us further out of arrow range.
You turn again.
Yeah.
Okay. Gently, violently. How do you do it?
Moderately.
Okay. All right. So you turn some more. The front boat turns. The back boat follows. It's not strong enough to throw you guys down. No saves are required. That's Porthos and Shannis.
Yes, my turn. How many are still lit on my boat?
2 are still lit. One's on the canvas up top with a sheer. One is on the deck. One is under Eben, and one is frozen. Zara's looking at it, pointing at it viciously.
Most of them are pretty good, right?
I thought he was in the front boat. I thought he was a front boat, dude.
Can prestidigitations like extinguish fires, just like the small ones?
Cantrips cannot.
Okay.
It can extinguish a campfire, not a lit grease oil arrow.
Yeah.
Or snuff candles. These are not candles. Although I soon may be.
Yeah. Does the Basil look alright? Does he look like he's gonna be set on fire anytime soon?
Who is this?
Basil. Begging Rags.
Basil, he actually used my name. He remembered me.
Basil looks very uncomfortable.
How is he in danger of like the fire spreading on his tunic?
You don't know. You see him jump onto a burning arrow. You wonder about his mental health.
I'm worried about everyone, so I'm just gonna praise the glory and the virtues of being a champion of Thorm.
That's it. I'm allowing call shots.
Yay!
And I use Inspire Competence. It gives normally +2, but since I have Song of the Heart, it gives +3 to all skill checks.
Okay.
As long as they hear me. It comes out in the form of a song praising Torm.
So everyone gets a -3? Is that what you're saying? Okay. Are you doing anything else? Are you trying to put out the last arrow?
Well, no, I have to maintain the song. That's one action,
Okay.
and like I have to basically, if I don't maintain the song, it only lasts 5 turns. But I'm just gonna maintain. Yeah, Inspire 3rd level +2 to competence bonus, so it's +3 actually, due to my speed. That's it.
Okay. Well, another hail of arrows comes out of the trees, but this time it's not directly opposite you. It's further behind, and the arrows all fall short. None of them make it to the boat. They hit the water, and they sink, and they go out.
That's a good thing, yes?
You guys are out of initiative. What are you doing?
Okay.
Putting out the last
using-
of the fire.
I'm going to attempt to climb back over to the canvas and just cut as small of a hole as possible to get those arrows and the spreading flame out.
Okay. You still need a climb check.
All right, I'll attempt it one more time. 12.
You're able to get up there. You scramble up, and you use your
Right,
scimitar
then-
to cut the hole.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a smaller scimitar because I'm a halfling, so it's not
Just
massive.
the tip. Just the tip.
Just the
Hey, people get mad about that. You can't say that anymore. I'm
You're
kidding.
not my
of course.
real dad.
I'm not even your fake dad.
I know.
I'm none of these things. Okay.
Mark's like,
So then-
whoa, when did this responsibility?
I just grab the halves of the arrows and toss them overboard. I'm not trying to just suffocate them. I'm getting them off the boat.
Okay. So, Shuri cuts 2 holes around the arrows, tosses them overboard. There are no residual flames. Yes, Evan.
Mhm.
So those 2 arrows are out. The first 2 arrows Ali threw overboard are out.
I didn't throw them overboard. I quenched
Oh, you
them
held
and I
them
kept them,
overboard.
remember?
Yep. She
Yes.
clenched them.
Back.
She wanted to keep them.
Going to be up. For a
Okay.
second.
Sorry.
I'm just going to go up for a second. Be right back. Continue with.
Am I supposed to go somewhere?
I don't think
He
so.
didn't ask. I think
Okay.
he just saw somebody else he needed to talk to.
Cool.
Vigi's
Got
up there,
confused.
probably talking to Vigi in the theory crafting corner.
Yeah. So I'm going to assume you all are going to take 20s and get these fires out.
Yes.
Yes, we are definitely
Okay.
attempting to get the fires out.
Okay.
I'm definitely trying to make sure
The
that
fire-
boat survives.
The fires would not have time to spread if you guys can actively try to put them out, as opposed to hunkering down, avoiding future attacks, which you wouldn't be because you're out of range. You know that. Cool. So your boats have minimal damage. Wow. So, yep. No holes, no leaks. Everything looks fine except for the. What do you do, Cariana? Are you going to try to beat that arrow out, pull it out, throw it out? What are you doing?
I guess I try and pull the arrows out now that I saw my blanket not working very well.
Okay. All right. Well, you're successful. You get it done.
Okay.
Are you guys stopping or are you continuing?
We should probably keep going.
What
Okay.
time is it?
Should probably keep going for a little bit just to get away from where those orcs were and then camp on the other side of the river.
It's afternoon. It's approaching evening.
We will probably need to do something to repatch up this little canvas, but it's nothing vital.
No, the canvas is really just for shade. It's not there to provide any
I say we go
navigational.
till dark.
I'll save the boat, everyone. It's no longer on fire.
Okay. So after dark, you'll wait till actual sundown to try to dock the ships. Not dock them, but anchor them.
I don't
That's
know.
fine.
I kind of feel like we should keep going even through the night.
Okay.
Personally, it's what I'm going to suggest.
Well, it would be harder to see in case anything happened, but I suppose it would also make us harder to see.
I'm pretty good at looking in the dark if you want me to keep a lookout. Spend a lot of time in dark alleys and stuff.
You guys good with this? Everyone's good with traveling overnight?
I mean, I'd
Not-
prefer to camp personally.
No, camping, staying up all night on the water when it's dark. It's not.
Oh, but then we'd be putting a good amount of time between us and the orcs, and we might be able to camp the night after.
Okay,
Yeah.
what time specifically in the afternoon is it?
What time? You don't count time like that. The sun
The
is.
attack happened around midday, so
Yeah.
Okay. If we go,
So if we
if we keep sailing until just before dark, we would be putting at least half a day between us and the orcs.
Assuming they don't have horses.
Through that forest?
No.
I do think that that's a acceptable assumption to make, and they would be on the opposite coast. So I think it would be best for us to get some rest.
Oh, we can sleep on the boat.
Also, the last bridge you encountered was at Iriabor. Just FYI.
So it's not easy to cross this water, especially with how fast the current goes.
That doesn't mean they don't have boats.
Have
Yes.
faith, my friends.
I'm just
Torn's
saying.
brave heart will lead us to the true path.
Oh, this is what I know for sure. They got to where they were somehow. They knew where we were gonna be, and then they came after us. So I feel a lot more comfortable putting as much space between me and whoever's trying to set this boat on fire.
I mean, our mission is to stop these attacks on the supplies coming to the town, so we're gonna have to fight them at some point.
Crashing the boat into rocks because of rapids or unseen rock formations because it's too dark to see them before it's too late
I can see them
would
just
just-
fine.
would just end up making our journey harder and longer.
I can see them just fine.
Are
Good for
you?
you.
No offense to you, friend, but are you planning on walking a tightrope up to the front boat so you can point them out?
I could.
No.
Or I could just not even have to walk a tightrope. I could just pull myself along the rope till I get to the other side.
I prefer orcs too.
Are we really considering actually listening to this? This is a homeless
About
person giving us advice.
It
Okay.
does seem to be kind of nonsense. I do think that resting
Look,
just makes more sense.
There's one thing that I know is my instincts, and my instinct says we need to push this hard if we want to survive.
Your instincts nearly got you killed by an angry mob who thought you were a witch about to try and steal all of their food and
That
cause a
was an
famine.
instinct. They came at me.
Right.
So
I
we're
can't
pulling
do
over.
anything. I was trying to eat on the street.
Definitely pulling over.
We're pulling over.
I think so unwise.
Same as last night?
Yes, I do think we should continue keeping watches. We'll take the middle watch again.
Are you putting your net out, Spell?
Yes.
Okay. Are you looking for food, Zashir?
No, not tonight.
Should we-
Also, I'd rather not venture out into the forest, especially if there are
Okay.
orcs about.
I cast alarm again.
Okay. Are you lighting a fire tonight?
I don't plan to light a fire. I
Nope.
discussed that with the party,
It'll be a cold night of rations. That's the plan.
pretty much.
Yes.
Wake at first light and get moving.
I turn my clothes inside out before going to sleep again.
I'm gonna do a little bit of scouting around the perimeter just to make sure that there's no signs of anything that's gonna eat our face. I'm
Okay.
gonna use hide and move silent.
Okay, give me 2 rolls, 1 for hide, 1 for move silently.
Be right back real quick.
Yep.
Okay, hide is 24,
Mm-hmm.
and move silently is going to be a 16.
Okay. So, like a shadow, you move around the perimeter of the camp.
Well,
You
I'm
see-
scouting a little bit away from the camp too, just to make sure that there's nothing in the area that could be threatening, and also keeping an eye out for any orcs.
Okay.
Quick question: is anyone hurt?
Not
Had
really.
long rests.
Mm-mm.
Not
Nope.
Really?
I'll singe myself a little bit with the fire, but I'm fine.
Okay. So you scout around. You find nothing out of the ordinary. You're not searching. You're just basically keeping yourself concealed and looking, right?
I mean, she's looking to like searching for like any tracks or anything like that, or any like bushes that are broken and stuff that would make it look like somebody
You can
large.
roll search or survival.
I'm gonna roll search.
Okay.
Okay. 22.
Okay. Nothing sentient would have
Gotcha.
passed through here recently. You would find small animal tracks, and you would find various, like broken twigs and stuff of where things have passed. But it's small animals, nothing large, nothing threatening.
Well, I'll just go back to camp. Tell them that it's all clear for now.
Okay. The rest of you guys have a dark, cold, miserable night. Yeah.
Oh wait, I'm still gathering herbs though.
Okay.
Yes.
In the
Gather herb.
complete darkness.
Wait, it's dark. Sorry, I missed a little bit.
Yep.
No fire.
We aren't putting up a fire.
Does Spell want me to join her? What is she doing? Oh.
What?
Spell is changing channels. Okay. Yeah, so you gather some herbs. You have 2 bushel of herbs.
In the
There you
dark.
go. In the dark, in the pitch black evil nighttime.
What
One,
about
you-
like yesterday? Like last night, I gathered herbs as well.
Mm-hmm. So now you got 2. One
got
from
2
last night, one from tonight.
What type
Are
of
they of any
herbs?
value? I don't know.
What?
You got herbs.
I'm a herbalist, right? What type of herb are they? Are they going to kill
What is
someone
the
if they-
check you'd make?
it would be-
Survival.
Herbalist? Survival. To know what
Is
they
it
are?
a well, herbalist, right? Because that's my profession. I would identify the herb. Survival would be like the general.
Survival would be knowing what is poisonous and what isn't. So that would be knowing the herbs.
Well, so
Mhm.
would be herbalist, right? But that's your profession.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might be able to know what they turn into. You just wouldn't know if something is poisonous by itself or something.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, what type of herb are they?
I gotta do some more reading on this before I can tell you.
2 bundles of herbs.
Bushels.
2 bushels of herb.
You got tons of herbs. Whether they're good or not, I don't know. You can't use D&D Beyond because that's 5th edition.
So, like, it's just various types of herbs.
Mm-hmm.
Are we continuing any further tonight?
Just a little bit.
I'm back.
So we managed to escape. We managed to escape the orcs, right? And then we just docked somewhere, and yeah,
You managed to escape the people shooting arrows at you? Yes.
yeah. And then we.
Then we sailed until sundown, and now we're resting.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
And the night is, if everyone's had their watch, the night is uneventful. Morning comes. I assume you guys are going to pack up the same way and go out the same way.
Yeah, we recover right from rest.
Yes. Get a full long rest. Oh, Spell says she can't hear anyone. Trying to fix
Yep.
it. Meanwhile, I shoot everything that moves and don't look like a member of our party. Okay, fair enough. There are lots of things that are dead around the camp. A couple squirrels, a few birds, one particularly slow turtle did not make it through the night.
Arrows and a few beetles.
Yep.
I
Should kill
pocket.
some plants too.
I
A
pocket
turtle
the.
did not make it to the water.
No.
Oh God.
I pocket the dead turtle.
Of course you do. Why wouldn't you? Just pocket it.
Why?
I'll
Just
cook it.
why?
I'll cook
Turtle
it
soup,
later.
man. It's a delicacy.
Make a nice ashtray.
Yeah, you can,
Okay.
you can make soup out of the turtle, and then you can make things out of the shell.
And I take it you guys cast off?
Yes.
Why? I'm wondering why there's a bunch of dead critters surrounding our camp.
Oh,
I'm just...
the ranger killed them last night. I saw it.
Sashir is crying. Again,
She says she shoots
dead animal.
everything that moves and doesn't look like a member of our party.
Yep.
Oh, did I get ourselves a breakfast?
You got a couple
Oh.
squirrels, a couple birds, and a turtle.
I'm gonna
Awesome.
make soup out of the turtle later.
There is a line of arrows neatly placed around Lance's character.
Oh.
She wasn't sure. So, yeah,
I'm
morning
glad I
comes.
tried very hard to look like a member of our party.
I say, if ignorance is bliss, I must be the happiest person alive.
You have a hobo with you who will disagree. He's happier than you are. So you cast. You set sail. I imagine early as possible.
Yep.
Or are you guys lingering at the shoreline?
Oh no, definitely leaving as early as possible.
Okay.
GTFO.
First light means go.
All right, so you get back on the boats and you head out. After a morning of some slow-moving waters, you start to make a bend towards the north. You've been heading west this entire time. The bend takes you pretty much the entire midday into the afternoon. And as you actually turn and are now heading northwest along the river, everyone roll me a spot check. It's not super necessary. DC's really low,
Whoa.
but roll it.
Oh, what?
The table went away for a half second.
I got it back.
Oh, is that a sunken boat? I see.
Spot. My one weakness.
12.
Same. Why do we keep rolling the same things? Stop it.
What's going
Well,
on?
I rolled a natural 20, which for me is a 19.
That's awesome. Okay. Well, Shiri is the one who clearly sees a sunken ship up ahead in the distance.
I'll quickly point it out. There's a ship right over there that's already sunken.
Already.
Perhaps we should take a look.
You say that
Uh,
like we're going to follow them.
Yes, let's
Lance
take a
is
look. Please, please. I want to.
Lance is too blind to see anything but the Gloria Torm.
Oh, the ranger sees it too.
What did you need in order to see it?
I was giving the who saw it first, basically. You guys are all
Okay.
going to see it because you're rapidly approaching it.
Does this look like the flagship that I'm very familiar with?
As
What
soon as
can
you
I
see
do
it,
for
it
you?
is definitely the Palencia.
The Palensi?
See you soon.
Palencia.
Okay, yeah, that's the Palencia.
Well, then let's go and take a look, see what happened to it, because it's clearly sank, but perhaps we can
Yeah.
find out a bit more.
Okay.
We need to dock our ships nearby.
Are you docking on this side of the river or the other side of the river?
We should dock on this side so we can, investigate the ship.
Okay.
How are we going to get to the ship?
Well, it's right next to the shore.
Is it?
It is. It's sunk just off the shore.
Okay.
Are you bringing the boats to shore?
Yeah, I think it's safer.
What
to
if
bring
it's
the boat to shore.
what's
I
it?
suspect we should, yes.
What if it's a trap? Let's dock our boat on the other, like somewhere further away.
Right, but how are we supposed to get to the ship then if we dock on the other side of the river?
No, I mean like further down.
At any point, do the skiffs get close enough to the actual ship in order for me to just jump onto the ship instead of having to deal with the bicker?
That's up to you all. When you get close to the shore here, every time you get close to shore, you basically have to throw your oars overboard to control the ship.
At this point,
You don't necessarily have to
since
row.
the ones debating on the back ship, it doesn't much matter. We're docking right where we are.
Because you have to use your oars to slow your boat down.
Yeah, so we'll be doing that on the front boat. Slow everything down.
Okay. And bring it near to shore,
How are you?
like this.
Yes.
Okay.
Keep your feet on the ground.
So this is where you are.
We should probably tie the boat down, and then we need to
Well
investigate this crash.
Safe.
Okay. I assume that you've secured the boats.
I will
What do you
leave
guys
that
wanna
to the
do
more
first?
experienced.
Do
Well, I'm going to go over towards the boat.
the boats unsupervised while we go on the ship, or should someone
that
stay behind?
guard?
I'm going to assume everyone is... Put a guard there. Is that a guard?
Yeah, that's a guard.
What's he doing there? Get out of there.
We could leave your war dog.
We can.
Investigations are not necessarily my strongest point, but I would like to know what happened, so if possible, I'd like to go along, but I could stand watch.
You guys know this ship?
I
This is the ship we're looking for.
literally just said that this is the ship, the flagship that was sent out from the port with
This is the Palencia.
delegates on it.
All of this is new to me. Okay.
Yep.
Mm,
Well, okay, so look at the recap. They sent their last ship of delegates north to Scornubel. That was the point of it. To figure out why the shipments of food were not coming. Iriabor has been sending up their trade goods, but they're not receiving their shipments of food. And these three cities, Burdusk, Scornubel, and Iriabor, have become interdependent over generations so that they specialize, and trade is an important part of their survival.
Okay.
This is the big ship. This is the last great hope for diplomacy. because a lot of the people in Iriabor believe that it's a diplomatic issue, while Ali and her father believe that it is, who is the mayor, believe that it is someone's hijacking the ships. And here you find one of your ships, the last one, the big one, the one that can't sink all the way.
Yep.
Man, this
Well,
must
how
be
many-
a
That's what
deep
Ali
river.
knows.
Well,
It's a pretty deep river.
How many people were on the boat? Like, it would, if there was like enough people on the boat, they couldn't have killed them all, right?
Well, that would be what investigating the boat is for. But
Yep.
yes, I
Let's go.
I do recommend we investigate it. That's the point.
All right
Yeah,
then.
let's
I
go.
get off the boat and start walking along the shore towards the other ship.
I cast alarm on both boats as everyone walks away.
Okay.
And I join them.
I unfortunately do not think that I can continue anymore tonight.
All right, night.
Oh, you're up to bed? Is it? It's almost 1. Yep. We can do the investigation next time, so everyone's up to speed.
That
Okay.
works.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Want to call it here?
Mhm.
All right. I'll just save it here.
Sure, that's fine.
That's fine.
Before you go, let me just save it first. When you get off the boats and you approach the ship on land, right? You're not swimming over to the boat, are you?
Right, on land.
Okay, good. There's a clearing over here where trees have been cut down, and there's signs of camping, former campfires, and the remains of certain animals that were cooked, which you can all tell from a distance. You don't have to get close to see that it is a
Clearly,
campsite.
if they did survive, it would be wise to follow that trail, but we should investigate the ship as well.
Okay. And we will call it there.
Good game, everybody. Good game.
XP, right?
XP?
Yes.
Sure. What did you do?
I don't know.
I survived.
Yes. Everyone, I survived the party. That's what I did.
I'll gain the trust of my good friends who all think that I am the best member of the party.
That's
I gained the eternal
interesting
victory.
theory.
Then you woke up.
And then I woke up.
Yeah, I mean, the front boat had a lot of people quenching out the arrows and steering the ship.
I'll protect it, I'll heal it.
Nah, that's fine. We could do level. Like, I would prefer if we just did level up when we actually level. Like,
Yeah, I don't think we need to get experience until we're actually at a point where we could.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everyone levels up, but Lance goes down a level.
Why? What? Oh, these boats are tipping over? Yeah, they are. It's not good.
Why does he go down a level, you ask?
Because he dies and has to be resurrected.
Coronius struck him down for abandoning him.
No,
I mean, that would be the story we tell, at least.
This is the big riverboat.
The soul-crushing experience that are his bardic speeches.
It's like, oh, yeah, it was a judgment by Heronius. Well, I can't help but notice that there's arrows in my back and, a scimitar and a mace on my face. Well, judgment.
I would really love to know what you guys think is happening in this campaign.
Oh, I know. I'm kind of living day by day.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure of that, yeah.
Well, it does seem to be something along the lines of we're going to be against a cultist of Cyric, who is somehow, meddling with the area over here that's typically filled with lavender, so interesting, but I do not know what's it's leading to.
What I would like to know is what managed to sink a frigate ship in the middle of a river when there are no cannons or other type of artillery or siege weaponry around.
It was probably the Fae folk.
Maybe
what?
The fairies. I get really angry.
maybe there was a follower of Cyric on the ship, and it was like sabotage.
Everything has to be a religious conspiracy with you people.
Oh,
Well, religious things are not so much conspiracies here. They're things that actually happen.
Yep.
I don't believe that my suggestion was religious in nature whatsoever. I'm just saying that the fairies sometimes get angry and might have sunken the ship. It's all. Fairies are real. Everyone
Always
knows.
gets blamed on the goddamn fairies. Never understand this. Fairies never did nobody nothing.
That's not right. Take that out of your mouth. You know it's wrong.
Take it out of your mouth. Okay.
I'm fairly certain that's what he did. It came out of the mouth.
You guys can't see it, but my face is buried in my hand right now.
Let's go to bed. You are dying. We didn't get all the way to Burdusk. Sad face.
Well, Lance believes this is but a trial by Torm, that we must follow his code.
There are 8 people on the party. The combat is going to take full.
I thought this was
Yep.
something that I played before, but I don't think it is. There was one that we played way back where there were like goblins boarding our ship or something. That was different.
Goblins, the ship.
Yeah. I remember I was playing a ranger. That was a long time ago.
Do not recall that. I don't think I have any goblins in my campaign. If I do, I'll kill them myself.
Could have been orcs. I'm not sure.
What's the name of the fort on the river?
The fort?
You
Yeah,
talking about earlier down Baldur's Gate? Is that what we're talking about?
no, Ark, you said something about a fort?
I might have said fork, but not fort.
I heard you wrong.
Oh, yeah. There are no forts here. There's Iriabor. It leads downriver to Burdusk, and then further downriver and around a bend to Scornubel.
So we are done.
Yep. Calling it for the night.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm just curious what you guys think of my bard, because the way I'm playing him, he's like the follower of the group of heroes, and he's there to tell their story. The hero bard.
He's not here to tell anyone's story but Torm's.
That is
Yep.
You gotta know your audience, pal. I'm a homeless man, so maybe something bawdy or a drinking song.
And a servant of Yondala is like, why? Why? What are you even talking about?
Hearing a popping sound. What's that popping sound?
She's trying very hard to flip the table, but
Oh.
but she
Of
can't.
course she is.
So she keeps rolling and rolling and rolling, not realizing that the Kraken table pretty much is too heavy and can only be flipped by one person.
Just trying for a nat 20.
To flip the table. Okay. You guys think I should bother making all these maps or just draw it out?
I like the map.
Yeah, I like them as well. It's a different change. It's a change of pace compared to my campaign.
I think that unlike last session, the reason this session it didn't feel as dynamic is because we're moving down water and we definitely don't want to get out of the river. I think if we got to the boat a little sooner, it would have been a little bit different.
That's always the risk with the river scenes, is they can drag.
Yep.
Problem is, it's decisions that are made by the whole team, so the more hesitation, the more planning and stuff we
Why
do.
are you guys
the longer
so
they take.
hesitant in this campaign? Why do you guys run in Shanice's campaign and break down everything?
Because it's
You're
you.
just like, it's like it's a wall. It's a fucking wall. I don't
I
give a shit
will-
about a wall.
Excuse me? If there's one thing you cannot accuse me of is being hesitant. I just rolled shit on my initiative roll.
Oh,
I
No.
literally dived on flaming arrows.
in Shanice's campaign, they are imprisoned. Like we are. Well, I'm not, but these other guys are imprisoned, and they take the wall off of the door. They don't take the door off of the wall. No. There is a door standing there with Czar's character demanding it be opened when there are no surrounding walls.
Damn
I mean, when you have 3 treants, walls are not an option, not an obstacle anymore.
None of that happens in this campaign. I don't understand.
I told him open the door before it was off the wall. Okay?
Well,
The door is only off the wall because there is no wall anymore.
That's what I mean.
there's a bit more realism in this campaign. And I'm not in the other one, so I don't know what crazy decisions they
I
make.
mean,
Oh, they're crazy over there, bro.
if you can't pick the lock on the door, and the door is too strong for you to break down, but the wall isn't,
Then it's
I'm
a
gonna
shitty
break
prison.
the wall down.
They're in his cousin's keep. Like,
Oh,
it's his cousin.
His family.
Yeah, he's having a moment of absolute clarity. I don't even know what's happening. I'm trying to negotiate their safe release upstairs. And they are destroying the dungeon with treants.
I told him not to lock the door in the first place. I was
It's-
very clear.
No, as the DM, I was just so confused by your action. I was like, you're hung up by the fact that they locked the door when you don't, and then like after you break down the wall, you're still asking them to bloody open the door, even though there's no wall left.
I'm not asking them. It's the principle of the thing. You locked me in here. I told you open the door. Somebody else did something with some crazy tree people and then the wall flew off the door. Okay, that's great. Open the same fucking door.
You
I'm
guys
just-
have to pay attention to the sentence. The wall flew off the door.
Yeah, no, I was trying to say
Yeah, that's a bit
Thanks,
of
Phil.
an
You
event.
gotta go have a good night.
Oh, pretty ridiculous.
It was.
I'm still not gonna leave. Like when we get back.
No, I was confused. I was just so confused because the way I set up that, because like every session or every new zone, it's like a different theme. This was a cloak and dagger, and you guys just decided to like.
Did you
just-
notice how Thwomp didn't try and kill anybody? He's growing as a character. He had
Such a different opinion of growing as a character.
He had 3 treants at his disposal, and he didn't try to kill anybody. He just tried to grapple.
I remember during the week when you were like messaging me on Discord saying like, would it be considered like just if I decide to use the tree ends to break down the tempo to what's his name?
Corathan?
Corathan.
Coralon
Lorathian, and I was like, no. I was like, but what if I was just so saddened by the fact that my familiar died, my pet died? I was like, still no.
Yeah. Please don't destroy temples. It's not a good.
One eagle's life is worth 1 temple's life in atonement, as far as Thwomp's concerned.
And silly ass me is upstairs trying to negotiate to get him out of there, and they are destroying the basement.
Yeah, that does seem to be defeating the whole negotiation purpose.
No, they don't know
Yeah.
negotiating, but they don't have to like it's his cousin. This is the weird part. This is the surreal part. It is Czar's cousin. He is threatening to shoot her guardsmen, because they won't open a door that no longer has a supporting wall. While the treants, 3 of them, in the basement, are grappling the rest of the guardsmen I'm upstairs sitting at a table with the Duchess, trying to negotiate their safe release.
Is he aware that there is no longer a wall?
Oh yeah.
Yes, but it's the principle of the thing. The guy hasn't unlocked the door. The guy at this
Should
point,
not
who is
have locked
either
it in the
dead or
first
being
place.
grappled by a treant, has not unlocked the door. That
I
is no
think-
longer keeping anyone inside of anything. So
The guards are preoccupied right now.
That has nothing to do with me or the guy who locked the door. That is.
So he is
It has
firing
everything to-
arrows at them while they are.
between the treants and the people who summoned them.
Like, they haven't even tried to kill you yet. They've basically been doing, like, non-lethal damage. Like, just like, proportional response here.
Yeah. All I can do.
They did wisdom damage to me.
Yeah.
They poisoned me. That was what set this whole thing in motion. I came in good faith and they poisoned me,
Yeah.
trying to get me to tell the truth, and that is just unacceptable.
And that's the difference.
Telling the truth is unacceptable to a lot of people.
The right hand of my cousin insinuated there's some like incestuous relationship that was going on between us when we were kids, and I left
Oh
her,
my god.
and that's why she doesn't want to talk to me. But apparently she has no idea about any of this.
I mean, you called her a lesbian. You kind
did.
of got the ball rolling on that whole.
No, that's after she denied me seeing my cousin, locked me in a prison, all kinds of shit, treat me like a commoner when I'm like literally, you know, a duke or whatever.
Well, it's all about...
Like, you're not treating me very hospitably for like a noble, you know?
Now, listening to that description, these are the guys hiding under like benches on boats in my campaign.
Yes.
They didn't take the trees off their roots. Like that was not what they were trying to do here.
The way that just got described to me sounded like a rich kid bitching about how his rich cousin didn't give him something and is now throwing a temper tantrum.
Yes, with the basement. He's taking it apart. Yep.
Respect my authority. Okay, Cartman.
Like, here's the difference. Like, nobility from the outside is more how you hold yourself. Like, the poise, the strength in your gaze, how you hold yourself, how you speak to others. That's how people perceive you as noble. You have not demonstrated anything that would indicate you were noble. And more to the point, she wants... Well, more to the point, she had a goal. She wanted to demean you, like to present yourself. Well, you don't know what that purpose is, but it's like that.
This is just the current part of the campaign. Like we have fought a tree that's not a tree. It eats people. We have fought. Well, we didn't fight the hag, did we? No.
We ran.
No, we ran from the hag.
Yep, we ran from the hag. What else did we fight? We fought like. Oh, yep. The demon summoning wizard, the Rakshasa. Let's not forget him with the Babao. 2 demons. That was fun. We like anything that moves, we try to kill it. We try to kill it.
Yeah.
In that campaign, we kill everything. Like they should be afraid of us.
None of this basement stuff would have happened if y'all would have listened to Thwomp and went up the shithole like I suggested.
Oh my god.
That is not what it sounds like. That is definitely he's describing something that yes, it's accurate, but it's not what you're thinking. It's not. It sounds way worse. No, it's about as bad as it sounds.
You're crawling through the sewers.
Well, to be fair, like you guys have avoided a lot of the things that you guys roll. Like I have a table of encounters, and you got like Abyssal Basilisk in one of them, and you guys just like nope the fuck out of there right away.
That's true. Yeah, we did.
I think it was 2 basilisks.
It was 2 Basilisk guards and eggs.
Basilisks are definitely not worth messing with.
Yep.
No,
But
to be
everyone
fair,
acts
you guys-
as though like the giant spiders are the single greatest threat in history.
That's because deep down inside, every D&D player is a basic white bitch that's afraid of spiders.
but it's visually menacing. Like those giant spiders in those dark rooms, I was like, oh my god, that's scary. And
Alright,
my
guys. I'm
And
gonna
yeah,
head out.
the
You have a good
halfling was
one.
like, they're like,
Good night.
okay, I'm gonna engage this, and everybody's like, close the door.
Yep. Spiders? Nope. Nope.
yeah,
Nope. Close the door.
because they can see it, right? Like the visually scary. Like, but when I put my
Well,
like warp phase spiders, what was it like? I think it was like I think they were called phase spiders or something.
dude, what are you talking about? We had an elven, like, princess lady, and Thwomp sends his eagle to attack her.
No,
Oh, yeah.
to scream in her ear, not to attack her.
What do you think she'll think it is?
Well, I thought she'd learned the error of her ways of ignoring me, and I thought an eagle screaming in her ear would accomplish that.
You guys seeing the difference? Like, there's a difference
Interesting
here.
theory.
Am I the only one seeing the difference?
No.
Between hide, everyone, hide, and fuck him, let's kill him. Like, it's so different.
Don't get me wrong, my character has a pretty, like, cautious approach to things here, but I'm definitely not the one doing the most hesitation.
No, everyone's like, you are actually significantly more inclined to fight than these guys. Lance keeps giving these speeches that are gonna get him killed. Like, let's keep it real. He's gonna give a speech. He's gonna give his own eulogy, basically.
What? Nah. I'm going to
Yep.
be at level 20 bar.
You don't know how close an arrow came to hitting you. Like, it came real close to hitting you in that last encounter there.
Yeah, but Torn protects. Torn protects.
There's gonna be a dead god at the end of this campaign. I just don't know which one it is yet.
Well, there's the Tremolite, there's Helm, Torm, and Ilmata. Torm is on good friendship with Lathander. That's how I kind of see my relationship with Porthos.
Okay, night guys.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
He's-
have a good one.
the